take the blame. We should have been stronger. Kept to our plan, but we're just ashamed. I start to wonder. Don't get on you. Don't get on days. Kiss you. Don't get on you. Don't get on days. Don't get on you. Don't get
Good morning, everybody. Rise and shine. We're back on Eastern Island time right here. Tiki Man Radio, TikiManRadio.com. Your happy place, baby. Rise and shine. Another gorgeous, beautiful day is here. Let's get this day started off right, shall we? Here we go.
Now, friends, let me tell you about this cat that I once met. Smooth talker with an export cigarette. I don't believe I ever saw him without a cocktail in his hand. No one swings us on to the big band voodoo band. Yeah! Now he strolls through the city like a big old alley cat, with his pinstripe suit and a big bad voodoo hat. I don't believe I ever saw him without a kitten on his hand. And no one swings us on to the big band voodoo band. Hey, Mr. Pinstripe Suit. Hey, Mr. Heidi, Heidi Ho. Well, I know you got the answers. We all wanna know which the wingtip shoes. Hey, Mr. Always on the go. Well, I know you got the answers. We all wanna know. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Rise and shine, everybody. Another gorgeous, beautiful day is here. The chocolate bar is open for business. I got the beautiful hippie chick right to my side.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. How you doing this morning?
Fantastic.
Fan-freaking-tastic. B-Dog in the house.
Morning.
How you doing?
Fantastic.
Yeah, everybody's fantastic. That's good.
I got my Beach Buddha coffee, so how else can I be?
Got our Beach Buddha coffee, and life is good. No Flasmatic, no Flas Lips this morning. They are on their way to Key West.
That's right.
And as a lot of people are already there. So we're going to get caught you up with that. But got a big show here for you. Brian Fields is going to be joining us to talk about the Tiki Man Radio Songwriters Showcase Key West Bound. And, of course, we've got a new JBL Legends Travel moment. All right, let's get ready to rock and roll. Here we go, here we go, here we go!
Hey, Mr. Pinstripe Suit. Hey, Mr. Heidi, Heidi Ho. Well, I know you got the answers. We all wanna know. Mr. Wingtip Shoes. Hey, Mr. Always on the go. Well, I know you got the answers. We all wanna know. Well, I know you got the answers. You're what I know.
Good morning to you, everybody. Rise and shine. We're back on Eastern Island time right here. Tiki Man Radio, TikiManRadio.com, your coastal Americana radio station. Coming to you live from the Chocolate Bar Studios in beautiful Harrison Bay, overlooking the majestic Chickamauga Lake, to the backyard in Valley Center, Kansas, and to all of our friends up in Canada. You know, our producer, Monica, who is always listening. You know, she's got breakfast going in the background there. And, of course, vacuum cleaner Tom is doing his work, right? He's always working his ass off. Verona Corona is on her way down to Key West, and looking forward to seeing everybody down there. Northeastern Nora and Tinkerbell and Miss Trudy, good morning to you. I was got a message from our producer, Monica, this morning. It says, just want you to know we really enjoyed Jukebox Saturday yesterday. We were just, every time a song came up, Miss Trudy was there, they were just singing right along, you know, and I was like, you know.
Oh, that's awesome.
I get so many messages just like that about Jukebox Saturday. Everybody just loves it, you know, so thank you so much for that. Let's see, our Gators and Geckos in Ocala, Florida, home of Scotty Chill and Ruth the Truth Dyer, who are also down in Key West.
Yeah. Yes, they are.
Yeah, good morning to you guys. The BAR in Memphis, Tennessee, home of the Bodyguard and the ambassador of all great things, who was also the ambassador last night for the parade. They're all in the car, I believe. No, they're there. They're in the hot tub this morning.
They're in the hot tub in Key West.
That's right. They're in the hot tub this morning. Good morning to you guys. Hope you're doing fabulous. The Fish Camp up in Cleveland, Tennessee, home of our good friends, the Fishers. Good morning to you guys. The Beers and Bones Patio in Harrison, Tennessee, home of the Covered Backyard. Good morning to you guys. And apparently, garage and football resort. Yeah. We'll talk a little bit about that later. Let's hear the Treetop Flyers Patio and Tiki Bar, and located over in Queen City, North Carolina, home of Marty and Angela Gentry. Good morning to you guys. Hope you're doing fabulous. Rick and Pat's Backyard Oasis in Williamsport, Maryland, and of course they are in the car with Uncle Alex.
They are. I love their costumes when they were flying on the plane. They wore Halloween costumes on the plane. Yeah.
They're all going to be. They may be calling in here shortly.
Awesome.
So we'll get a bird's eye view of Highway 1 this morning, going down the road there. So that's kind of cool. CK Sunrise Villa in Stock Island, home of the Second Chance Tiki Bar and a naked man running around. And, of course, his beautiful wife, Kat, and Brody.
Good morning, you guys.
He hasn't reached out to me. I guess we're going to have to walk from the airport.
Nah.
You know, every week I say, hey, man, need you to pick us up at the airport. He needs to pick us up. Don't worry about it. It's not that far to walk. We can make it happen.
Oh, we'll be fine.
Don't worry about us. We'll be fine. Let's see here. The northern headquarters of Tiki Man Radio, that, of course, is the Paradise Way Tiki Bar up in Indiana, home of Ed the Train Man and his beautiful wife, Pat. And, of course, Uncle Alec, or not Uncle Alec, but young Alec.
Young Alec.
That guy says, stop it, wuss.
You know, listen, don't worry about it. All right. I know you pick everybody else up at the airport, but, you know, you ain't going to pick us up. Yeah. Young little Alec, who is, by the way, on every radio station in the United States but here. Okay. I've got some older ones from him, you know, but I don't have any new ones. And Up in Smoke Management, you know, was supposed to take care of that for us. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see. Let's see here. The Beachy Shell Hideaway in beautiful Key West. That is, of course, is B-Man and Michelle's. And our home away from home. Can't wait to get down there. And our bicycles are all oiled up and ready to go and been serviced. And all the packages have arrived. There's one in there. We got this big banner for the showcase that it's kind of like the red carpet kind of thing. Has the checkerboard kind of thing in the background.
Yeah.
That thing is about 10 feet long. So I don't know how we're going to get that on the bicycle. We may have to tie that on top of the Jeep and take it down there.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. We'll figure it out, of course. Let's see here. The Southwest Florida Daddy-O Patio of the Seaside She Shed.
All right.
That, of course, is Dave Signs and Beth Travers. They're also down in Key West. And, of course, the She Shed is good for 150-mile-an-hour winds. We know that. We just figured it out. The Comeback Tiki Hut up in Minnesota, where you'll find the best mimosas on Sunday morning. You betcha. Shelly Forsythe and the crew, good morning to you guys. The Z&G Patio in Memphis, Tennessee, home of our good friends David and Gina, who are also on their way down to Key West.
Everybody's in Key West.
Yep. The Paradise North, home of King David and Pat. Now, he's coming down to Key West, right?
He is.
Yeah.
And I hope Pat's with him.
Yeah, I do too.
Like to meet her.
Yeah, it's been a minute since we've seen King David. He didn't come down last year.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he came down in the
spring.
In the spring.
In the spring. Yeah. Yes, it was the spring.
Yeah. The Tiki Balcony over in Sweden, home of the Swedes. Good afternoon to you guys. And I haven't seen them pop up either. So
I believe we're going to miss them. I think their flight doesn't get in until the 8th, and we leave on the 9th.
See, I knew there was something going on funny with that.
Well, they had... Well, from Eva's post, she had something scheduled, for our time, but then their flight got canceled, and they had to
There's a lot of that going on.
Make rearrangements, yeah.
We don't have much wiggle room. We got to...
We don't have any wiggle room.
We're flying on Wednesday.
And flying out on Wednesday.
Flying out's not a problem. We can stay as long as... They can cancel all the flights they want to flying out. But... that flying in thing, we don't have much wiggle room there, so hopefully everything goes well. And of course, JoJo's Northeast Sea Shack in Manford, Massachusetts, just outside of Boston. So so glad to be here with you guys, and we're looking forward to seeing all the pictures, everybody arriving, all the hugs. And, not too long ago, I wrote a little bit about that this week. Not too long ago, we found out what it was like not to be able to go to Key West. So it's so good to see everybody back down there and hanging out, and hugging each other and all that good stuff, and taking pictures and having fun. Let's take care of our 10 o'clock sponsors.
Tiki Man Radio streaming live on the Island J Live Cam. Make sure you subscribe and hit the little bell for the notifications. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Tiki Man Radio. And because of Island J, all of this is brought to you by Island J, bringing paradise to you one t-shirt at a time. Island J is the official vendor for all Tiki Man Radio products. You can go to tikimanradio.com and click on the store tab and check out all the t-shirts, the hoodies, the hats, our world famous coffee mugs, and more. That's Island J, bringing paradise to you one t-shirt at a time. This hour of the show is brought to you by Beach Buddah Coffee, the official coffee of Tiki Man Radio, the best roast coast to coast. Go to tikimanradio.com and click on the coffee tab and order all your Beach Buddah coffee. And when you do, make sure you use the code word Tiki Man and get $5 off your initial order. That's Beach Buddah Coffee, the official coffee of Tiki Man Radio, the best roast coast to coast. Reggae Wines, paradise is one sip away, which means good times and sweet wines. If you like sweet wines like I do, well, that is their specialty. Every sip of Reggae Wines takes you to a refreshing fruit paradise. Go over to tikimanradio.com and click on the wine tab, and that'll take you to the landing page where you can find all of the Reggae wines. Put in your zip code and find out if it's closest to you. You can also, if you're in Florida, order online at lucansliquors.com. But here's what I suggest you do. Go to your local liquor store and tell them you want Reggae wines. Go ahead and order a case of it, because you can get a case of it for under $80. That's what they specialize in, is good wines under $10. So a case is very affordable. Reggae Wines, the official wine of Tiki Man Radio.
Yes, and Meredith and the crew will be down in Key West.
Oh,
and,
how exciting.
Doing some wine tastings this year. I'm so excited about that.
That's great.
That's fantastic. Keeping with Meredith's schedule, she put that together this week. I'm like, hey, we're about a week out. Oh, my God, it goes by so fast. I'm like, I know, right? Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, you got to plan all year long for these things. All right, who we got out there on the Facebook?
We have Dan Ware saying, good morning, guys.
Good morning, brother.
I am going to miss those guys. I was really thinking that they were coming. And finally, after all these years,
I know.
we finally got the shirts.
Yeah. Now, Dan, I got to tell you, buddy. All right, I've heard nothing about these shirts for 3 years, or it seems like
4 years.
4 years, 10 years. It seems like 10 years to me. You know. Well, Island J didn't send the shirts again. I'm like, well, just call Island J. Just call
I'm
Island
like,
J.
you have his phone number. You
I'm
have
like,
his
you
email.
know, Dan Ware's thinking I'm not going to do these shirts for him. And I'm like, well, you know, just call Island J, right? Finally, I called Island J.
After 4 years.
Well, we had actually talked about it because Island J brought it up. He's like, didn't we talk about this before? I'm like, yeah, but we never, you know, we got sidetracked with something else or whatever. You know, I'm like, but for God's sakes, send me those shirts. I'm so damn tired of hearing about these shirts. I can't stand it. Okay. He's like, well, if you want them done on, what is it you do?
Tie-dye.
Tie-dye, yeah. If you want them tie-dyed, we have tie-dyed shirts. We can print that on
But
there.
it wasn't the right color.
And I was like, wow, that'd be great, you know? So I'm like, man, that'd save us a lot of time, you know, getting ready to go to Key West.
No, it's not the right color. And
I said,
do
wow,
it.
maybe we should carry those all the time. We went down that rabbit hole, right? And then he sends me the picture, and then I send it to her, and I'm like, look, cool, it's going to save you a lot of time. He can already put it on it. That's the wrong color.
It's not the right color.
It's got to be red.
That's right.
And I was like, so I had already told Island J, I'm like, just print them on that and send them to us, whatever. So then I had to call him the next morning and say, don't do that. He's like, I'll have to pull them out of production. I'm like, well, if you got to print them on that and send me the white shirts, I'll pay for it. For God's sakes, I'm tired of hearing about these shirts. I don't care what it costs. All right? So anyway.
Well.
And then we go through all that because we want to, and then, you know, here's the other side of the story. I tell Island J, I'm like, listen, man, I got to have them by this weekend because we have to tie-dye them and get them ready to go to Key West, you know, so when we get to Key West, we can present them to these guys. And then we go through all that, and I'm telling you, right, he has to pull them off the production line, has to pack them, he has to make sure that he overnights them to us so they're here by Saturday morning, right? So they get here, and then she walks up and says, well, they're not coming to Key West. I'm like, what?
Well, he just chimed in and said it wouldn't be the same. It has to be the hippie chick special. And you're right, Dan.
Yeah. Well, now I'm going to hold them hostage, okay? You can't get the shirts until you come back to the summer party, okay? I'm not shipping them. I'm not sending them to you. I'm not carrying them to Key West, and I'm not doing any of that, all right? You have to come to the summer party and sit in your normal reserved seating, and then I will present you the shirts, okay? It'll be like your damn birthday, okay?
Well,
and I'll be so
actually-
glad. Like, I'm so happy. Happy birthday. Here.
Well, actually, his birthday is.
It is. That's right.
Yeah.
Yes. That's
It is.
perfect. Yes. Yeah. So, it's going to be your damn birthday present, and I don't want to hear anything about it, okay?
He says, I'll be there to celebrate my birthday. That's right. That's right.
Love you, brother.
I love you guys, too. Oh, my gosh. How funny. Okay, so moving on here, we've got the ambassador of all good things, Michelle Myers.
She's in the hot tub.
She is in the hot tub, but she has been out doing some fun stuff already.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me?
Her and Christopher, that guy, you know, they were out there. They were volunteering at the Fantasy Fest parade.
Well, did you see her shirt?
Yeah, I did see her shirt.
Parade
Bright-
ambassador?
Yeah, bright
wow.
yellow. It was really cool.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah, very proud of that. I wish I could. That would have been fun to do. We've got the awesome Trop Rock Elvis, Bob Sheely, saying good morning.
Good
See you
morning.
this week.
Yep. Good morning to you, brother.
We certainly will. And we got Debbie Belushi out there saying good morning.
Morning.
Nicole Hall.
You know her heart is
Always in Key West.
You got to get down there. Now that I've...
She is in Key West, I believe, isn't she?
No.
No?
I don't think so.
Oh, you check that out for us, B-Dog.
Let me check it out.
That'd be great. I was going to say, you know, now that I've met her and hung out with her and her husband, all that stuff, they need to go down and do the Fancy Fest. They need to do the whole showcase, the Me and the Minds Week, and all that good stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was April Dalton that said good morning from Key West.
Yes, April Dalton.
Now, the beautiful April Dalton is out in Key West. You can bet that. Yes. Good morning to you.
Okay, and then we've got, let's see, Robert Maring's out there.
Morning, brother.
Morning. Our producer, Monica, she's
Always listening. Got that breakfast cooking in the background.
I can almost smell the bacon from here.
I know.
Yeah, it's the bacon frying.
Axie Lynn says, Ellie says, morning to Pawpaw and Noni.
Good morning to you,
Good morning, sweetheart.
Don't let the sunshine hurt your eyes.
And Graham Andrews and Nicole, they're saying good morning.
Morning to you.
Excuse me. And we got the beautiful Sean Crawley, and they are Key West bound in a few days.
Good morning.
Let's see. The beautiful Bill Crawley. Good morning, Tiki's. Listening from Fort Myers today. Pit stop party today in Cape Coral.
Yeah, so the pit stop parties are all in full swing.
Oh,
we
man.
had Kirsty Krause and
Yes.
Crystal King.
And Crystal King. And they were a ball of fun, weren't
They
they?
were.
Absolutely.
A bunch of
We had a
energy.
great time with them.
We got up and they were gone.
Yeah.
And
I got up right at 6 o'clock, like I always do in the morning. And they had already gotten their coffee and had hit the road.
Yep. Kirsty said we got to be on the road at 6 a.m. We ain't got
She
time to
was.
mess around.
Right.
She sent me a message and said we
and no
left
joke.
exactly at 6.
And that's exactly the time I got up. And I was like looking in their room, like their room doors open, their beds made. I'm like, did they even sleep here last night?
Yeah.
But then I know they did because they got coffee.
There
But
you
anyway,
go.
they were headed down to the beautiful Anna Marie Island and then doing the pit stop parties on the way down.
Good morning to John Beck. He says, good morning, and we'll see you all soon.
Morning, brother.
Absolutely. Let's see here. We got Maureen Weehunt is out there.
Good morning.
Good morning, sweetheart.
Morning, Mo.
Donna Cushing Cummings. She says, can't wait to see you guys Thursday.
I know. I
It's
can't
gonna
wait to
be
be down
fun.
there. Yeah.
And Z and G are out there on Smathers Beach in Key West.
Nice.
I love Smathers Beach. That's a good place
It's
to
a
go.
good place to find you a palm tree to sit under.
It is. It just is so relaxing. You could just lay down by the palm tree.
And a lot of people do.
A lot of people do. They certainly do.
That's where, you'll find some homeless people sleeping on the beach at Smathers Beach, but they're kind of off in the back, not worrying about, but I'm like,
But
if
such
you're
a
going to be
nice-
homeless,
that's the best place to be. Exactly.
this is the place to be.
It certainly is. That is the best place to be. We got sweet Susan Murphy out there saying good morning, Danny, and time to get this day started with the best trop rock I know of.
There you go. Good morning to you, sweetheart.
We got Marty Gentry saying good morning. I hope you guys are coming down
Good morning to you, brother.
this year. That would be fun to see you guys again. We got April O'Leary. That's Tinkerbell.
Good morning to you,
And,
Tinkerbell.
she's saying safe travels to everyone.
Got to get you down to the summer party, Tinkerbell. It's time to take that road trip down to Harrison Bay.
And good morning to Laurent Thomas. And I believe he's in some kind of aviation, but I don't know. I forget where he is from. Anyway, good morning to you, Laurent.
Morning.
And then, let's see, we've got Patty Campbell and Tim Campbell out there,
Morning.
Good morning.
and Paul J. Kane, and,
Happy Sunday.
and Kevin McAllister,
Hey, Kevin.
and Michael Thomas,
Mr. Rockstar,
Lauren Davidson
the man with a plan.
from Panama. I hope he's doing well.
I was talking to B-Man about Lauren the other day, and I'm like, I don't know if we'll ever see him again.
I hope we do. I hope we do.
He seems
Sometime
to have
he's-
settled in pretty good over there.
well, sometime he needs to come on a vacation back to the States.
Well,
and
he's waiting on
visit.
the eclipse.
That's right. And you can always come here and watch the eclipse. But the eclipse probably won't be in this area
Again. Yeah.
again seen.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's see. We got, who else we got that I haven't said? Colleen Fuchs. She's
Yep.
out there. Good morning, sweetheart.
Good morning to you.
Randy Curd, another Tennessee boy. He's
Yeah.
out
Go
there.
Vols.
Go Vols. Roll Tide. What am I thinking? Anyway, Judy Hartwell's out there. Wesley Carlisle. There he goes. I knew he was going to do it.
Go Vols.
And then we've got, let's see, Wesley Carlisle and Debbie DeVevick.
All right.
And
Good morning.
Good morning, you guys.
What we got out on the YouTube there, B-Dog?
Well, Camys Grammys is out there. Good morning to Jody.
All right. So, Jody, when are you arriving down to Key West?
Yeah, give us an update.
Of course, that debt guy is out there.
Good morning.
Ed the Train Man's chiming in.
Morning to you. That guy in Paradise who picks everybody else up with the Tiki Man? Okay,
Yeah, that guy.
That guy. Okay.
Well, and this guy, Flaz, he's chiming in from the Atlanta airport. It appears conversation is Verona is delayed in Canada due to fog.
Yes.
Oh.
And Flaz and Larice, there you go.
Let's just go with that, Raz. Let's just go with Raz. That's perfect.
She chimed in and said it is foggy in Atlanta as well. So,
Wow. Well, that needs to get on out of here.
Verona's asking everybody to blow real hard so they can blow that fog out of there.
Yeah,
so they
blow
can,
real hard.
so they can get down there.
Well, the early flights, you'll have that this time of year, especially, with the temperature and all that stuff, So, but I think our flight's like at 11 or something.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Rick the Sticks out there, the one-eyed
Good
bandit.
morning.
The one-eyed bandit.
Good morning, sweetheart.
Of course, like I said, Larice, and she said that there are meeting of the minds people everywhere down here in Atlanta Airport.
Yeah. Now, this is the 30th year of Meeting of the Minds, so it's going to be jam-packed. There's no doubt about it. So,
good morning to the beautiful cat.
Hey,
She's like,
Cat.
I can't wait to see y'all.
Good morning, Kat.
hello, sweetheart. Maybe you can come get us, Cat. I'd love for you to come get us. I'll be the guy in the hat walking down the road. All right,
Carrying all this luggage.
carrying all the luggage and a little girl behind me. All right, you can't miss us.
Good morning to RB Conk, who's out there this morning.
Hey.
Good morning.
RB
Love
Conk.
your book.
Yeah.
Love your book. It
Hold
was
the
so
book
fun.
up there. There we
Yeah.
go. There we go.
CD places. Let me get
CD
in the camera.
places, RB
CD
Conk.
places. Yeah.
Sent me a message the other day. He says, no matter how many times I hear the commercial on the radio, it just makes me smile. I'm like, well,
I'm
good.
so glad. I'm so
Welcome to
glad.
the family. Make sure you get that. It's available out on Amazon. You go over to tikimanradio.com and click on the book. And, I was thinking about this. Even if you're not a big book reader, or if you don't really, have time or whatever, it doesn't really matter. We have a guest room. A lot of people have guest rooms, whatever. People come in for the holidays, and I keep books in there all the time. Just go ahead and order, a couple of them, and put one, keep one for yourself and put one in there for the guest room.
Yeah. I actually love this book.
And it's
It was
not
really
a real
fun.
thick book. It looks like, I'm not a big reader, but that looks like it'd be a fairly easy read.
It is.
That's right,
It
yeah.
is. And it just keeps you going through the stories. It's really funny.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I like it.
Well, good morning to Ed the Train Man. He is out there talking
Good
around to everybody.
morning.
Morning,
Nicole
brother.
Hall's chiming in, saying aloha to everybody.
Aloha.
The Beach Buddah and the Honey Bunny are chiming in this
Hey,
morning.
guys.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Hello, honey bunny. And the beach Buddha. Thanks for the coffee.
And we already said April Dalton is out there.
I'm looking forward to one of those April Dalton's hugs, okay? I said that to her the other day. I'm like, it's been a while, so.
I just got a message. We got Ed and Kim Leonard is out there saying good morning. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Hey, I need to know.
Miami Key Largo.
Did Kim get a new account? Because I got another.
Yeah, she said my new phone and new Facebook account.
Okay, because I was wondering about because
Yeah.
whenever you
Yeah.
get something that has no profile pic, no background pic,
Well,
Yeah.
you kind of get a little. So I'll make sure I accept that now.
Yes.
So.
here's a little unknown thing about those two. Every 3 months, right, Kim loses his phone.
And so then they got to do it, start all over.
Sometimes she gets mad at him and just throws it out the window. And then they got to start all over with everything.
That's right.
All right. Well, now that I know that it's Kim, I'll accept that new Facebook
It
request.
is. It is.
Lori Chastain's out there saying good morning from North Georgia.
Hey.
Good morning, Lori D. Realtor in Georgia. If you're looking for property in Georgia, reach out to Lori D.
Patty with Rick's Eyes out there chiming in. Good morning.
Hello, sweetheart.
Good morning. I loved your costumes. Y'all look so cute.
Bob, good.
They are traveling down Highway 1 with Uncle Alan.
Uncle Alex.
Oh, very
Awesome.
nice. Bobby McQueen, our island truck drivers out there this morning.
Morning to you,
Awesome.
brother.
Good morning.
Cora, the ambassador of all great things, she's chiming in over here as well. I saw the Golden Girl. She is out there this morning.
Good morning. Go Vols.
Oh.
Yes. I'm going to tell you what. The Golden Girl is quite the Tennessee. She was sitting there last night screaming at the TV. So
of course she was.
Yeah, she's so funny because whenever they were, we were like 3 or 4 games into it. I'm like, "Are you watching this?" She's like, I can't do it. I can't do it.
What?
I'm in here painting the bedroom. I just can't look. I can't. It's like a car accident. I know it's going to happen. And I'm like, "Come on, now you got to be a fan."
She's like, Kentucky. We was talking about Kentucky got me worried.
Yeah.
Well, it ended up nothing to worry about. So
nothing to worry about.
All right. Good morning to Joey Wood out there this morning.
Hey,
Hey, Joey.
Get to see you soon, buddy. Thank you so much for playing at the Songwriters Showcase this year.
Hey, it looks like Ed and Kim Leonard are going to come down and see us in Key West.
All right.
Finally. We hadn't seen you guys in years.
Hadn't seen since
we were out at Mac Meadows concert in Key Largo. In Key Largo.
Key Largo, yeah. When we danced with the
danced with that lady.
103-year-old lady who kicked our ass.
She did.
Me and Ed's like, damn, I need to sit down. I need a drink.
I know.
Good morning to Ask Mary Ellen, who's out there chiming
Hey,
in.
Mary Ellen, we miss you, sweetheart. We miss having you over here. You're always welcome to come by anytime.
She's been pretty busy lately.
I know she has. Did I see her up in New York or something?
I forget. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Maybe you did, and maybe I missed it.
Good morning to the rock star Beth Travers, who's out there
Hey,
this morning
Beth, I
chiming in.
can't wait to see you guys. I think they're already in Key West, right?
Who's that?
Beth Travers and Dave
Yes.
Steins?
Yes. They're going to be working their way down through the pit stop parties.
Oh, right. Yeah.
April
Those are
Bath is
fun.
out there this morning as well.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
And let's see.
Camys, Grammys. Jody, when do you get into Key West?
And I believe that's all I got for right at the moment.
I see Ben Kim Campbell is out there.
Yep, he just chimed in. Yeah.
Tim Campbell and he's so excited. He's I called him the other day.
Yeah.
And I said, now listen, are you going to the TRMA Awards? And he's like, yes. I probably will. I got 2 tickets. And I'm like, well, for some far-fetched, surprise that we was to win anything, will you go and accept the award? Because we won't be there. He says, I'll do it. I'll get up there and I'll moon everybody and tell them you said to kiss their ass. I'm like, that's perfect. I knew I could count on you. Oh, so good. So good.
That's awesome.
So we got Brian Fields going to be joining us, my partner in crime, the man who, without, I wouldn't do the Songwriters Showcase. If he called me tomorrow and says, listen, this is it. This is the last one we'll do. I'd be like, all right, me too. That'd be the end of it, all right? Because it just takes so much time all year long to put this together. So many things behind the scenes that nobody has a clue about, and that's the point. So when you see it, it just runs like a clock, right? Everything runs the way it's supposed to. There's always things going on behind the background, this, that, and the other. Somebody lost this piece of paper, whatever. But they are, for the most part, the artist all runs like a clock, because we've got Ed the Train Man, who is taking care of the artist as always, and Pat, of course, is our picture girl. So, what are y'all doing over there?
We've
Were
got
y'all texting each other during the show or something?
Well, no.
No.
No, the ambassador said she's got a new artist for us named Captain Todd and wants to send us a song.
Okay.
And he's going to stop by the showcase this week. And so I sent your email to send it to.
Well, first of all, we need to address what happened yesterday.
He loved playing Rocky Top.
Go Balls!
Roll Tide.
Now, we're hoping that Golden, cover your ears, okay? We're hoping that, we've got 27 TVs at Rick's, Dirty's Harry's, okay? So the Tennessee-Georgia game will be playing around 3:30, I think, because there was some kind of uproar about that not being prime time. Actually works out pretty good for me because at 7:30 or whatever, we're going to be doing other things, right? Packing and doing all this other stuff. So really, everything's coming down to this one game. There are no other football games in the world, okay? This is it, all right? Georgia and Tennessee play next week. We're going to find out who's the best, all right? And I'm not going to get cocky about it because I'm worried about it. I was more worried about Georgia than I was Alabama because I watched Alabama play this year, and they play sloppy. They've been playing sloppy. Dare I say, Alabama looks like they are uncoached this year, okay? I'm just letting you know that.
I'm not, no comment.
Well, down at
Roll
the Beers
Tide.
and Bones next week, it's going to be a house divided.
There's no doubt. No doubt.
Golden, a Georgia fan. The Golden Girl is a Tennessee fan.
Need to get her one of those blow-up baseball bats so she can whop him with instead of a real one, so there's no
Listen,
problem.
you leave him alone, all right? He's got enough problems.
It's going to be an interesting sight because, during a game, Golden paces.
Yeah,
So
till
is
it.
she.
And Claudia screams at the TV. It's
I
going to
know.
be fun to watch.
Oh, yeah, that's fun. Let's go over to Archie Bunker's house and watch the game.
And we will probably be there.
Yeah. But, last night I was up late watching Tennessee whoop Kentucky's ass, okay? Everybody was worried about Kentucky. Everybody all week long were like, you better not take your eye off that Kentucky bunch up there. They're going to come in there with their A game. Well, they were ugly. It was ugly.
It was ugly.
Kentucky was talking a lot of smack, too.
Yeah. Well, bring it on. And I'm going to tell you right now, they have, if they've never experienced it, and a lot of people weren't even born the last time that we sold the stadium out 6 times in a row, okay? If you've never been in that stadium when it's sold out and Tennessee is on fire, then your team is really looking for something. They're off their game because it's mind blowing.
Gene Henders had a question.
Already?
Hey, did the Vols win?
They did. Good morning, Gene.
Ed the Train Man says football does not exist when I'm in Key West, though.
That is true.
Well, it will next week. All right, I promise you. Because we're going to, we have 27 TVs at Rick's Dirty Harry's, and most of the time we have the stage, the YouTube streaming up there or whatever. We're going to have the game. There's 2 things going on next week as we are closing out the Songwriters Showcase. We're going to have the Tennessee-Georgia football game, and it is also the last race of the year to decide the championship.
Patty Campbell just chimed in. She goes, Saturday would also be the SAC Awards.
That's true. That's true.
We're doing Saturday the SAC Awards.
Listen,
that's the most important.
Mike Nash is going to come on. We had to make a change. Darby Ledbetter and Kathy, they're not going to be able to make it. And we hate that because we love those guys. We'll see them down in Mexico, though. But so we slid Mike Nash in there. And so Mike Nash is as big a Vols fan as I am. So you can bet your ass somewhere in that.
He's going to be singing Rocky Top.
Yeah, and he's got a great one. So hopefully that's all going to go well, So we're looking forward to it. It's a good time. It's a good time where we've been over the last couple of years for things to be rocking and rolling as they should, right?
Right.
Let's see here. Let's get this day started off right the Island way. With some good music. Happy Sunday, everybody. Go get you some Beach Buddha coffee. Honey Bunny, you look marvelous this morning. Happy Sunday, everybody.
I felt the pain and I took the chance.
Jim and Shelley here in Minnesota, where we love spending our weekend mornings in the Comeback Tiki Hut with mimosas and Tiki Man Radio. You betcha!
Well, I was walking downtown this morning past the swimsuit store. I chanced to see a pretty lady trying on a French bikini through the door. Well, it stopped me right in my tracks. Had to admire her beauty for a while. And when she saw me looking at her, she posed and flashed me a smile. And it made me want a beach with some sand, something cold in my hand, and a woman with soft, warm kisses within my reach. Yeah, it's moments in life like that that make me want to be. Well, I got into work a little bit late. The boss crawled on my back. When I told him I'd stop to smell the roses, he wasn't too thrilled about that. He went on to inform me that he would be docking my pay. One more little slip up, and a pink slip was headed my way. It made me want a beach with some sand, something cold in my hand, and a woman with soft, warm kisses within my reach. Yeah, it's moments in life like that that make me want a beach. Well, is it too much to ask for a little bitty break? Is a man supposed to work and slave his life away for some little tiny check they hand you at the end of the week? And what the government takes out of that makes me wanna be. Well, I got home that afternoon and started pounding out the blues on my guitar. That grumpy couple downstairs started banging on their ceiling really hard, yelling, hey, hold it down, boy, you're rocking our pictures off the wall. Just another little reason I need to get away from it all. Yeah, it makes me wanna beach with some sand, something cold in my hand, and a woman with soft, warm kisses within my reach. Yeah, it's moments in life like these make me wanna beach. Yeah, it's moments in life like that that make me wanna beach.
Mr. Paul Overstreet. You guys need to get him on sometime.
Yeah, we absolutely do. We've had a chance to talk to Paul, but
he's a character, man. He's crazy as hell. You'd have a good time with him. But so we're going to go over the what time is it? 10:44. So I believe we're going to get a call in from Uncle Alex and the crew headed down Highway 1 around 11 o'clock. Brian Fields is at the Old Stone Coffee House doing his thing, as he does every Sunday morning over there. But he'll be joining us at 11:30, and we'll get the rundown, talk about the showcase, what people can expect. We're just so excited to get back down there and make this thing happen. This week, Meeting of the Minds announced that they will be going to Gulf Shores. Like, we didn't know that.
it's official.
It's official, right? We knew that. We told you it was Gulf Shores all along, right? So
we had a reliable source.
We did.
Brewer.
I forgot about that. We had Donnie on the show, and he kept saying, it's Gulf Shores. Yeah. I mean, we knew that they knew. We just didn't know when they were going to announce it. Now, The interesting thing is they did change the date, which is another thing I told you they'd do.
Oh, yeah.
So they moved it up a week, right? It's not the traditional week that Meeting of the Minds is in, right?
Oh, so they're having it the same week as Fantasy Fest?
They're having it the same week as Fantasy Fest. And there were a lot of people who was pissed about that, right? You know, I guess I got to decide between Fantasy Fest and Meeting of the Minds now.
Yeah.
Right? So that's one thing we didn't think about. A lot of people come in for Fantasy Fest, and then they had Meeting of the Minds, and then they had the boat races, right? So it's a
big old 3-week vacation.
Yeah, and if you plan your trip right, you get to see the boat parade. You get to see the tail end of Fantasy Fest, which is not pretty. Okay, it's ugly. The tail end of Fantasy Fest is pretty ugly. Because that paint wears off after a while. It's like, damn. About time to go take a bath. But anyway, so, but it was all part of the celebration of being in Key West, right? That's the magic of Key West. That's what makes it so different than anywhere else in the world. Weather's perfect. Hurricanes have come and gone, right? And everything's perfect. Now, you move it up a week, I got to tell you, it's still cold in Gulf Shores that time of year.
Yeah.
All right, especially at night. It'll get cold in Panama City when we're down in the springtime. I mean, we've had some really cold.
We've had some nights where we've had to put on a sweatshirt.
Yeah, and if any of those of you have ever went to Music on the Bay, you know it can get cold there as well. Yeah. All right, so that's why Key West is 85 degrees year round. Now summertime it's stuffy down there. I'm never going to do another radio show in Key West. Just a little
humid
in July. Never going to do another radio show in July outside in Key West. Be inside with an air conditioning because it's hot. But so that's their decision, and we're glad about that. Now, remember, we're going to be back in Key West for 2023. We are already planning it. Have a meeting with Rick's on Tuesday to lay down the plans of everything that we got going on in 2023 because we always try to change it up a little bit. And we're so excited that so many people have said, I'm going to Key West. I'm going to Key West. Because think about this whole, and I'm not, listen, I wish them nothing but success. I know that our event got so big they had to leave town. I get it. Okay? But, Gulf Shores is, if you're flying, it's not easy to get into. You got to fly into Mobile or Pensacola, right? One of those two. And Mobile is a horrible airport. All right, I traveled down there for 15 years, and Mobile is a horrible, horrible airport. But either way you go, you got to rent a car and then drive over to Gulf Shores, right? So that's going to add to your cost.
Now, how is the accommodations in Gulf Shores? I've never been down there.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I know I've been down to Mobile in that area, and I know like hotels and stuff were kind of slim around that area, but.
Yeah, they're gonna. Oh, it's beautiful. And they're gonna be at the Hangout, which is a premier place right there. I was hoping that they would have just took the whole thing to Florida, Bama.
Oh yeah, that'd have been cool.
Florida, Bama, because you got multiple stages, you got all this stuff.
That would have been cool.
That would have been really cool. But regardless, that does give artists another place to play. Florida, Bama. There's a few bars in the area right there, but this is Brent Burns' territory. So he's going to know people to play, but 156 artists ain't going to find a place to play.
No.
All right. So if you're not playing on the big stage there at, and I don't know how they're going to do it. They may have, they may change it up or whatever, to accommodate, but you're still on your own with the hotels and rental cars and airports.
It's kind of one of those wait and see kind of deals.
Yeah. So we'll see how it all goes. I mean, I'm just glad that I'm so looking forward to 2023 now because, there's not going to be as many people in Key West, I believe. People will go to Meeting of the Minds, especially people that hadn't been to Key West in a long time, haven't been to Meeting of the Minds. They'll go down to Gulf Shores. And they're kind of betting that they're going to pick up a lot of new people.
Right. A lot of people that may not make the trip to Key West get that area.
Now, so the people, which also works out good with us for the dates. If you want to go to Panama or go to Gulf Shores and then your traditional week that you normally have your condo or whatever available, you can still use it and come on down.
You can do both.
Yeah, you can come on down to Key West and you'll see the Songwriters Showcase.
So that's a benefit. Yeah, they can do both.
Yeah, so it's all working out perfect. And it's actually exactly the way we said it would. They're going to Gulf Shores, and they had to move the date. All right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to be interesting to see. They really wanted to be in Fort Myers and all that, but
Right.
as Donnie said, but the hurricane took care of that. And I got to tell you, see, the one thing about Key West is that Key West is protected by Cuba when it comes to hurricanes. Mm-hmm. And when it comes through that avenue, it makes it's like a Y. It's like a intersection. It either goes right or it goes left, right? Mm-hmm. Once it gets into that warm water right there. But it's a 4 mile square island. So no matter what it is, it's really fast and it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
When you get into the whole state of Florida, they have that surge that comes in and all that stuff. I mean, it could last months.
Yeah.
So it's different. So you got to be careful, and that's at the very tail end of hurricane season. Mm-hmm. So we'll see how it all works out. I mean, I wish them luck. I mean, I just wish they had have stuck in Key West and took the whole thing over to the amphitheater. Mm-hmm. The amphitheater has gotten so many great gigs coming through there, and it's so set up. I mean, it's such a beautiful place to be, and get out of the hotel business. Let people stay wherever the hell they want to. They want to stay at the concert, let them stay at the concert, wherever.
Right.
But now they're doing the exact same thing in Gulf Shores. Everybody's got to find their own place to stay, and now they got to rent a car and fly into an airport that's an hour away.
Right.
At least in Key West, when you fly in, you don't even need a damn car.
It's within fairly walking distance.
Yeah. If that guy in Paradise, he'll pick you up. Well, he's not going to pick me up, but he'll pick you up, right? So we'll see how it all works out. I wish him luck. And
What?
What? Now what?
I was looking at a comment that Ed the Train Man put out there. He says it's no longer the Buddah and Honey Bunny. It's now called Surf and Turf.
Oh, Surf and Turf.
I think I missed something in the conversation. I'm going to have to scroll back up and look.
Well, the hippie chick had to run next door to check on her neighbors. We have a couple of elderly neighbors that live next door, and there's always something wrong with them. And being a former nurse, or she's still a nurse. God, don't let her hear me say former nurse, all right? She's still a nurse.
That's right.
Whew. Glad she's not in here. I'm still in there. Okay, I got it. I'm correcting myself, and she ain't even here.
She's got you trained.
So, anyway, she had to go check on Glenn next door. Hopefully everything's okay over there, so she can join us back here in just a minute. But, Surf and Turf, huh? I don't know if we need to go with that or not.
No, I don't know either, but that was what Ed thrown out there. I know that guy was talking about weddings, and I don't know.
Oh, right. We're going down a rabbit hole.
That's
here.
right. We got to stay away from that.
Yeah, talking about taking a wrong turn at Albuquerque. We need to be careful here. So we don't want to piss off Honey Bunny. I mean,
no.
He did say that I made her blush when I said, "Hello, darling, you're looking marvelous." Yeah, there we go. But so here in about 6 minutes, we'll get Rick the Stick, the one-eyed bandit, and Patty with Rick's other eye. I hope to God, I don't know who's driving, okay? Because let's think about that for a minute. If he's got one eye, and and he was also telling me that they have this whole program for truck drivers with one eye.
Oh, really?
And I was like, what?
I was going to say, he's back to driving, so evidently he can drive.
I was like, what? What kind of program is that? Who come up with that? I thought all those drivers worked for Swift.
I imagine, I don't know if Rick's kind of like, my dad was a truck driver for 35 years.
Yeah, mine was 39.
out there trucking. And on his days off, when he wasn't on the road trucking, he didn't drive nowhere. He climbed in the passenger seat and made my stepmom drive everywhere. He's like, I drive Monday through Friday. I ain't driving on the weekends. So, I don't know if he's like that or not.
Yeah. What's Mo saying? I got a long message there. What's she saying?
Let's see. Mo said she got a committee member. Well, hold on. Members of the one day. Okay, it just says I got a call from one of the Meeting Mind committee members the other day. been my informant about meeting the minds, and it's hard
not telling anyone.
She's known for a while.
Oh, okay.
So
anyway, they're thinking what? Thinking you might do
both locations.
Well, all right. So that's the other talk. Here's the other talk, and I'm behind the scenes on a lot of this stuff as well. The thought by changing the date, right, is that they're going to. I predict. Here's what I predict. What's going to happen? Okay, and now that we have this YouTube thing, we can go back and replay this. I predict that they're going to do Me and the Minds, and then probably Donnie Brewer or somebody like that is going to create a Trop Rock week in Key West. Okay. And then, because, we got to keep the caravan going.
That's right.
We got to keep the caravan.
Caravan to the Keys.
Yeah, we're gonna drop off at Me and the Mines, and then we're headed to Key West, everybody. Mm-hmm. I predict that's what's going to happen. I believe that everybody, because we were the first ones, Brian and I were the first ones to say, we're coming back to Key West. Okay. Mm-hmm. We've always made our own decision. You remember the year in 2020 when everybody was trying to figure out if they were going to go to Key West? When Me and the Mines canceled that year, we immediately went to work on how to do it virtually. Mm-hmm. And we were on all the Zoom calls with all them, trying to figure out how to get to Key West and all that stuff. And we kept saying, and I kept saying it all the time, it's irresponsible for us to go to Key West. We're not going. Mm-hmm. All right. Now, we had Brian there, and we didn't anticipate, and we had him behind a glass booth. Mm-hmm. Right? He had a mask, he had a glass booth, he had all this stuff to where people couldn't come up there because people died that year.
Yes.
Who went to Key West and went to the award show and all that stuff. They died, right? So we just knew from the get-go that wasn't a good idea, and we went to work. So whenever they made the announcement they're pulling out of Key West, we went to work on figuring out what we were going to do for 2023. We don't sit and wait for everybody else to decide our plans.
Yeah. Tim Campbell says a bunch of us are already doing that with Trop Rock Week.
Well, see, there you go. I predict that's exactly what's going to happen. I think everybody's going to jump on the bandwagon because now you have an event going on. You have the Tiki Man Radio Songwriters Showcase Key West Bound, right? That's going to be in 2023. Now the artists have to figure out other places to play and all that stuff, So I believe there'll be other radio stations. I believe the caravan will go down there. I believe all that's still going to happen.
I can see it. The caravan to the Keys, going down to the Meeting of the Minds, and then next stop, the Tiki Man Radio Songwriter Showcase, Key West Bound.
I wouldn't be surprised if they have the TRMA award show in Key West the following week after Meeting of the Minds next year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised all that happens.
Well, I guess we'll wait and see.
I guess we're going to figure it out.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to, let's see if we can't get the crew to join us here shortly.
Well, I did get information that Uncle Alex is behind the wheel.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah. I mean, because Highway 1 is very dangerous. Mm-hmm. It's one of the most dangerous highways. It's one of the most beautiful highways.
Because everybody's gawking.
Well, they're looking over here, they're looking over there, and they're taking pictures going down the road.
Yeah.
It's a very dangerous highway. So the last thing you want to do is be in a car with somebody with one eye. Driving. I mean, if I got in the car, I'd be like, oh, no. Here, let me drive. All right, let me drive. You sit over and relax. Look at the scenery. I got this. I'm sure Uncle Alex did the same thing. But anyway, they're going to give us a call here in about a minute or two.
All right.
And we'll get them on the phone and see how things are going. Let's see here. He may have already tried to call. I don't know. Not yet. All right. So hopefully everything's okay next door. And so we were talking about the schedule this week. Now remember that tonight there is no Rick the Sticks hometown list because he's traveling to Key West. There will be no Key West, Tyler Sheff and all them. They won't have their show. The Key West Connection show won't be on Wednesday because we'll be down in Key West. And then, of course, Jen Shin won't be on Friday because we'll be broadcasting. Island Vibes will not be on because we'll be broadcasting, or he's in Key West. But you guys will be on.
We will be here.
You will be here.
Absolutely. You know, everybody's going to be out there having a great time. We, just because of our full-time jobs, wasn't able to make it. But we're going to hold down the fort here at Tiki Man Radio just in case. Just in case. Somebody's got to be here to, keep the plane from crashing if something happens.
Sure.
So we'll be here, and we're going to have our show Wednesday night, as always, and we're going to have a great time. And, of course, with everybody being in Key West, we're probably going to have a lot of music around Key West. Kind of thing. So keep everybody in the mood.
All right. All right, you guys go ahead and give us a call. Camys Grammys. That guy, be sure to check out my business page Wednesday morning. I will be posting some pics from Key West. Sounds like she's coming in on Wednesday as well.
Sounds like it.
Man, what a cool vibe. It's so good. It's like going to a family reunion. I've always felt that way. It's always like going to a family reunion.
Right.
And get to see everybody. And other news we had this week was Jim Asbell. I don't know if you got to see that or not, but he made a crazy post.
I know. It was just by the way.
Yeah. It's so hard to tell with him too, because he's a big jokester, but he says that he has cancer, and but he didn't elaborate on what else, and he sounds like he's got it under control and all that stuff, but it was kind of like, Happy Tuesday, everybody. I got cancer. Like, what?
Sounds like he's going to be staying close to home for a little while for treatments and things like that.
Well, he had already told me that because he was one of the acts that I originally called about the happy hour, and he had already told me that he wasn't coming down to Key West this year. Because for a full band, I mean, they got to have some paying gigs all over town. It's just not worth it.
Right. But hopefully, like I said, our best wishes to go out to Jim, and hopefully he has a speedy recovery.
Yeah. All right. We'll let's see here. Let's try to see if we can't get these guys on here shortly. But happy Sunday, everybody. Hope everybody's doing fabulous. And I know we are, because we're right here in the Chocolate Bar Studios, hanging out with you, having a good time. Go get you some Beach Buddha coffee, Bloody Mary. We'll be right back.
It's the soul of the world. I've been finding a good time through all the troubles that we had. When darkness take a hold of my mind, I know it's all inside my head. Mystery to myself. Maybe it's all just make-believe, and all I've ever known is myself. You won't get the best of me. Nobody don't know, where do we go when we leave from here? It's the soul of the world. I've been trying to find a good time, four corners of the world. All I found is love. Hello, this is the Barefoot Man from down here in the beautiful Cayman Islands. And guess what I'm doing? I'm listening to Tiki Man Radio.
Well, it's the middle of July now, and the sun is beating down. We got a million miles to go still, but we'll never turn around. And I can hear it in the distance. It's calling like an old friend. And I can hear the waves crashing. They're echoing in my head. And the summer flies like the birds in the breeze. The sand and the sea feel like home when the sun goes down on the sleepy town. There's nothing at all that's gonna bring me down tonight. Well, I'm broke down on the island, and the sun is going down. I got time to find a cold one and dig my feet into the sand. And down the beach is an old pier, they'll be fishing all night long. And off on the horizon, I see the ships are coming home. And the summer fades like a long lost flame. When love is gone, you stop holding on. The warm summer breeze puts my mind at ease. And there's nothing at all that's gonna bring me down tonight. In this funky little beach town, I think I'm doing alright. And the summer's gone like a thief in the night. Moon so bright, there's no one in sight. The love we share is in the air. So there's nothing at all that's gonna bring me down tonight. In this funky little beach town, I think I'm doing alright. In this funky little beach town, I think I'm doing alright.
Well, I guess we're having trouble with our phone number.
Our phone number call-in line.
Didn't we just use it like last week
We
or something
did.
like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
Okay.
Maybe it's a Google problem.
Maybe a Google problem.
No. Poor Verona. She says she's still waiting in the airport in Toronto on the plane.
Oh, wow.
And she said might miss her connecting flight because of that.
See, I'm afraid we're going to run into that, too.
Well, you know, we ain't dead yet. So
Everybody gets dead. It was his turn.
today I'm giving the Tiki Man back all of his lines that he gives me and everybody else.
Oh, I know. You've been attacking him with his own material.
Yeah, tagging him with his own material.
That's not good. Of course, now we're having to eat all the candy because I went and bought Halloween candy, and she sat and ate all of it. So
That's what happens.
I
It happens.
love peanut M&Ms. Don't put See, that's the thing. That's why I never buy candy or things that I'm not supposed to eat because I'll eat it.
You just can't help yourself.
I can't help myself. I will eat it. And oh, Lord have mercy, do not bring gummy bears in this house because I'll eat the whole bags. I'll eat bags of them. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's why I don't buy those things because I will eat them.
well, listen, I didn't buy them for you.
You bought them for the kids.
Bought
I
them
know,
for the damn kids. Gonna come over and say, "Hey,
you should have
we're
bought
for the
it.
candy." I'm like, "There ain't no more. Shade all of it."
And you
All
should
right,
have bought
go
it
away.
today.
That brings me up to another subject.
What's the other subject?
This business about, hey, we know Halloween's on Monday, but when are we gonna do Halloween? We're gonna do it Monday.
Well, interestingly enough, so my daughter said her neighborhood, she's getting the boys dressed today, and her neighborhood is they all decided on today, on Sunday.
Why?
Because, it doesn't interrupt,
Monday's a school day.
regular schedules.
So, what's going to happen next year when it's on
It'll
Tuesday?
be on Tuesday.
And the year after that when it's on Wednesday.
Exactly.
Then what are we going to do?
Well,
let's
just have
say
to do that.
2 years from now when it's on a Wednesday, are they going to have it the following Saturday or the Saturday before?
Well, I don't know. But anyway, I think it's sad because
I think it's BS because when I grew up, we
It's
only got free
raining.
candy on Halloween, no matter what damn day it was.
but it's raining today, so they may end up having to postpone that anyway to the actual Halloween day because it's raining. You can't get kids out trick or treating in the rain.
No, that's not true. We've done that. Been in the snow, the sleet, the rain, whatever. Wherever the free candy was and what day it was.
But they're little.
Up north, I remember as a kid literally wearing my Halloween costume over my snowsuit.
Yes. I mean, that's the deal, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't look out the window and say, I wonder if we can move this day to another one.
I know.
It didn't work that way.
I
if
knew.
you want free candy, you better get your ass out there and get that candy, okay?
Go work for it.
And be home by this time.
Listen, Monica says she loves the sugar-free gummies, but her system doesn't, and I'll tell you why. It's all the sugar-free
God,
gummies.
don't get her started on that.
It's all that artificial stuff.
It's the artificial sweeteners in it, and that causes you to have the poo-poos.
Yep. Surprisingly, real sugar is better than the fake stuff.
Yeah, that's actually 100% true. Yeah. It's still bad for you. The real sugar, it's still bad. But the worst of that would be any of the diet stuff. Diet stuff is terrible for you.
So, Eric, if you guys got internet, you can try to do it on your phone. I can send you the link.
Yeah, do it on the phone.
I mean, we know how technical savvy you are. You probably can figure it out.
That's right, Gene. They always have Halloween on Halloween. We did too, so I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah. The train man says they've been trick-or-treating up here for a week.
I bet
See, that's another thing. You come to my house, on a day that's not Halloween, right? I'm just going to tell you, get your little ass out of here, all right? Get your ass out of here. Halloween ain't till Monday.
He's rotten. He is rotten.
Working in the school system, we are dreading Tuesday.
I bet you are,
I
because
bet.
The kids are all going to come in all sugar up. Yeah.
All sugar
Yeah,
up.
we're not looking forward to Tuesday.
How you doing? What's up with you? I had a great weekend. Did you have a great weekend? I had a great weekend.
And then they got all this crazy sugar energy, and they don't know what to do with it, and they don't know why they have all this crazy energy, so they start acting out crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, that's going to be a blast.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I'm going to be in Key West with a whole lot of people that are amped up as well.
That's true.
Well, Verona now updates that she is sitting in the bar delayed till noon.
Oh, man.
So, what is that going to be for your next connecting flight? Interesting. On Wednesdays, Edward says, on Wednesdays, they're all going through withdrawals. Yeah, they all get the pouty mouth. And the pouty mouth and the short temper. So
Tuesday, we're hyped up, and on Wednesday, they're crashed.
Yeah. All right, so I just sent the message over to Eric on his phone. He got it. I saw that he got it.
All flights in Toronto and Atlanta are delayed.
Oh, man. Y'all, gosh, this is going to be interesting Wednesday.
it certainly is.
So, Eric, before you click on it, you probably already have. All right, click out of it. Copy that link and put in Chrome on your phone. All right, make sure your phone is sideways, and then give the camera access to your, your camera to your microphone and all that stuff. Make sure you guys are pulled over on the side of the road somewhere, and we'll see if that works. But
B-Man said he put his candy out, and a homeless guy took the entire pan of candy, and now he's laid out on the sidewalk, OD'd on sugar.
who said that?
B-Man did, Michelle.
Well, they do that, right? They just put a pan out by the side of the road. Homeless people are like, man, this is the greatest day ever. So they did now. So you're telling me that Key West is doing it today?
Well, it's Fantasy Fest. It's Halloween all week.
It's Halloween all week, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, it's a Halloween festival.
Yeah. Okay. The homeless people travel from all over the world to be a part of this. I ain't got no clothes. Don't worry about it, man. Nobody's got any clothes down there.
Patty just chimed in and said second time. Patty said send it to me.
Oh, my goodness.
So send it
We
to
got
Patty.
B-Man coming up here in about 10 minutes. So
Christopher says, B-Man, I didn't take anything.
All right, let's see here. Because I guess Patty can't use his phone, right?
I don't know.
I mean, aren't they in the car together?
She said send it to her.
Okay, here. We got all time in the world. Everybody we're pulled over here on the side of the road. Everybody just hang tight with us. And let me get get these guys situated here. All right, Patty. Put it in Chrome, because Eric's going to be like, I don't have Chrome on my phone.
Here you go. Just entertaining people while you work with the thing.
I got
yeah.
you. Okay. I was like, what the hell is that?
Doesn't that sound pretty spooky?
Sounds pretty.
Is that from The Nightmare Before Christmas?
Yes, that is my daughter's favorite
that.
movie, The Nightmare Before Christmas.
I have not got to sit down and watch my favorite movie either.
What's that?
Well, I have two for Halloween. It's Practical Magic, and the other one is Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus.
You got a new one out, Hocus Focus or Hocus
Hocus 2.
Yeah.
Is it got Bette Midler in it?
Yeah.
Because she's fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm looking forward to Christmas movies.
Oh, my
Christmas
God.
movies.
Hush your mouth. Hush your mouth.
We're not even past
I'm ready.
Thanksgiving.
I'm looking forward to Christmas movies because they just found out that one of my favorite Christmas movies, is the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Of course, that's my favorite too.
Well, that and Elf now this year. You know how they have always done the 24 hours of Christmas Story?
Yeah.
They've now put in a 24-hour rotation of National Lampoon's and Elf. They're going to be playing on different areas.
Santa Claus, I know him.
Streaming 24 hours.
Oh my God!
And
Santa.
they've made a new Christmas Story. They're coming out with the new one. Ralphie's all grown up. He's come back.
No.
And it's going to be the new Christmas Story. So yeah.
Oh my
So
word.
looking forward to seeing that. So I like Christmas. Christmas movies.
B-Man says Cool Hand Luke is his favorite
Oh, there
holiday
you go.
movie. Hey, I like Cool Hand Luke. That's a great movie.
All right. So, Patty, I sent it to you on your phone, and we're just still sitting on the side of the road waiting on y'all to join us.
I'm sorry, Ed. He says, "Stay in my lane." No Christmas till after Thanksgiving.
That's right.
That is right. And we have...
This is Mr. Edward Contreras of Up in Smoke Management Corporation, exclusive manager of that guy.
Mr.
We approve this message.
He has spoken.
He has spoken.
We have a favorite Thanksgiving movie. I think it's like the only Thanksgiving movie there is.
Which one's that?
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic movie.
It is.
Listen, we're just parked on the side of the road here. I'm going to take a nap. You let me guys know if they join us, okay?
Okay.
Jeez.
Oh, my goodness.
Technical issues.
Oh.
Well, how is the cell service going down Highway 1? That'd be my question.
It's not very good. Yeah, the whole island sucks when it comes to the internet, by the way.
What are you saying, B-Man? He said he could eat 50 eggs. Oh, okay.
You got it now?
Yeah, I got it now.
What is she talking about?
Edward says great movie, yeah.
Oh, from the movie.
Yeah, from the movie.
Okay.
I could eat 50 eggs.
All right, Patty, click on the link. Lord have mercy.
I know, right?
All right, whatever.
What?
All right, let's take care of our 11 o'clock sponsors.
How about
quick.
that?
Yeah.
This hour of the show is brought to you by Alan Maltz Gallery, located in beautiful Key West, Florida, right on Duval Street. If you're headed down towards the southernmost point, it's going to be on the right-hand side, about a couple of blocks up. Alan Maltz Gallery is the official fine art photographer of the state of Florida. Go in the gallery and ask for the Scotty Chill or Tiki Man Radio discount and get hooked up. Alan Maltz Gallery, Key West, the official fine art of photography. Keys Custom Construction Remodeling is your fully licensed and insured construction remodeling company in the Keys. Full service for all your building needs. Need someone to navigate that very difficult permit process in Monroe County? Well, look no further than Mark with Keys Custom Construction Remodeling. Reach out to him at 305-204-6605, a proud sponsor of Tiki Man Radio. KeyWestRealtor.com is Tyler Sheff. Tyler Sheff is your connection for all your real estate needs in Key West and the state of Florida. He also has his live Key West Connection show on Tiki Man Radio with Tyler Sheff and Rob Bond, the Barefoot Brokers, every Wednesday from 12 to 2 right here on Tiki Man Radio. Are you looking to buy some real estate in Key West? You want to know what's going on with the real estate market in the state of Florida? Reach out to Tyler Sheff. He is your Key West connection right here on Tiki Man Radio. Reach out to him at 305-222-7081. Tyler Sheff, the official realtor in Key West for Tiki Man Radio. Tiki Man Radio is gearing up for the 6th annual Tiki Man Radio Songwriters Showcase, Key West bound, baby, at Dirty Harry's in Key West, Florida. November the 3rd through the 5th at the Rick's Complex on the big stage at Dirty Harry's. We had so much fun last year, we decided to go back and do it again. This year it starts on November the 3rd on Thursday and goes all day long. Party gets started on Thursday, November the 3rd, sponsored by KeyWestRealtor.com. And to get the party started, it's B-Man and me, Sheff. And Sean Lee comes back to the big stage at Rick's, followed by J.D. Edge, first time he's part of the showcase. Carl Page will be there. Looking forward to seeing Carl Page in Key West. The Shanty Hounds, of course, they'll be there. And at 4 o'clock, sponsored by MFG Records Tropical, the Tiki Time Happy Hour artist is Jonas Lawrence Band. Can't wait to see those guys rocking the stage. Friday, the party starts all over again, starting at 11 o'clock, sponsored by Goaltending Services. Joey Wood gets the party started on Friday, followed by Greasy Joe. It's going to be really cool to have Greasy Joe there. Jeff Dayton makes his return to Key West. Bob Shealy, the Trop Rock Elvis. Bill Crawley and Fred Questgard. And then at 4 o'clock, the Tiki Time Happy Hour sponsored by Camys Grammys, Steve Hopper, and SMS Band. And then Saturday, November the 5th, the party starts all over again, sponsored by Reggae Wines. If you like sweet wines like I do, then Reggae Wines is for you. Howard Booth gets the party started on Saturday morning, followed by Beth Travers and Dave Sines. Todd Trusty makes his return, along with Fred Questgard. Darby Ledbetter is back. And then very special event this year is the SAC Awards. I am so excited about having the Shunned Artist Coalition Award Show presented by Tim Campbell and sponsored by Tiki Man Radio. And then from 4 to 6, sponsored by Castaway Sauce Company, Tim Campbell and the Tropical Attitudes Band will close out the night. That's the 6th annual Tiki Man Radio Songwriters Showcase Key West bound, November the 3rd through the 5th in beautiful Key West, Florida. You don't want to miss it, and remember, this is free to the public. Come out and have some fun with us. And if you're wondering about 2023, of course, the Tiki Man Radio Songwriters Showcase Key West bound will be back in Key West. Come party with us, Tiki style. Tiki Man Radio Songwriters Showcase Key West bound. See you in Key West.
We're just a crazy bunch of people who really love the sand. Our toes in the water and a drink in our hand. We love to shake our tail feathers all night long to a tropical band playing favorite songs. So we get together every chance we get. It's the pirate life that we love the most. Rum runners running up and down the coast. When time gets lost, plans ain't made. We sail with Captain Morgan and a hurricane. Wherever we go, wherever we are, we party with a purpose underneath the stars. We're living free, loving life. Yeah, it's a hell of a time. We're parrot heads in paradise. Well, it's a full-time party, drop rockin' all year round. We flock from coast to coast and town to town. It's a guaranteed good time we wouldn't trade. Wouldn't take a pot of gold for the friends we made. Soaring together, flying high. Yeah, cause it's the pirate life that we love the most. Rum runners running up and down the coast. When time gets lost, plans ain't made. We sail with Captain Morgan and a hurricane. Wherever we go, wherever we are, we party with a purpose underneath the stars. We're living free, loving life. Yeah, it's a hell of a time. We're parrot heads in paradise. When we hear those Buffett songs, we just fill up a cup and sing along. It's the pirate life that we love the most. Rum runners running up and down the coast. Where time gets lost, plans ain't made. We sail with Captain Morgan and a hurricane. Wherever we go, wherever we are, we party with a purpose underneath the stars. Living free, loving life. Yeah, it's a hell of a time. You know we're getting right. It's a real good time. We're parrot heads in paradise. Parrot heads in paradise.
That's a perfect song right there. Darby Ledbetter. Parrot Heads in Paradise, which is what we're going to be doing. And, listen, Rick and that whole bunch there, the technical difficulties with them, we just ain't got time for that, right? We ain't got time for it. So hopefully we can get B-Man in here. Let's see here. Can you hear us, brother?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I got to tell you, man, I can't thank you enough for just having the ability to work with you. Because
I can eat 50 eggs.
Because I'm trying to get Eric and Patty and Alex, all of them together, might have enough change to get to go in a phone booth to do the technical things to come up, call into the show and all this stuff, but they just can't figure it out. But so thank you. How you doing this morning?
Doing good. It's we had a busy night with Fantasy Fest parade.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved y'all's costumes.
I was up bright and early over at the Old Stone Coffee House, getting that going.
Yeah.
Swung back here and had a chance to listen to you guys this morning a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody's all fired up. Sounds to me like a lot of people already in town.
There are. I mean, I don't really think the crowd this year was as big as years past, in my opinion.
Yeah, it seemed,
still...
looking at the videos, we had some live streams from outside of Sloppy Joe's and, a couple of people did videos and stuff. It seemed pretty tame to me.
I think it was. Fred Bushy from Rick's called me yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think he's on his, if he's got 9 lives, he's got 8.5 used.
Right.
And he just wanted to check in with me, make sure, because he sounded tired on the phone.
Yeah.
He said they've had a pretty busy time down at Rick's, with Fantasy Fest. I guess they had like 300 kids from Miami come in the other night.
Yeah.
Got crazy there too. So.
Well, that was another thing I noticed just from a distance. It looked like a younger crowd.
It is a younger crowd this year. I was kind of surprised to see the numbers of all these young kids out there having a good time and carrying on. But it's very different.
Yeah.
Feels different. It feels different.
Well, there you go. Well, cool, man. We are almost to the jumping off point here for the 6th annual Tiki Man Radio Songwriters Showcase Key West Bound. And, man.
Yes. Good years.
We, 6 years goes by fast, doesn't it?
It does.
But we're so excited to get back down there, and we're all lined up, ready to go, man. And things are moving right along. We were joking about it earlier in the show that this year, it's like it's been pretty quiet. And it's kind of freaked us out because we're used to just running around like a chicken with our head cut off.
I just hope you're not late getting in.
That's another thing. Everybody's flights are delayed because of fog and this and that. Verona's getting drunk in a bar up in Canada right now.
Waiting to get on the
plane. Flaz and
about that. Drunk on a plane.
Drunk on a plane, yeah. Flaz and Larice are waiting for the fog to settle in Atlanta. I mean, we don't have much wiggle room. So
no, and hopefully everything goes well for you. I have to tell you, I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous too.
I'm a little nervous too. I'm very nervous.
Well, normally, listen, I've heard so much crap from Key West Chris about not attending the barbecue, right?
That's right.
And he always has the damn barbecue like on Tuesday. So
it's on Monday this time.
And this year, after we made all these arrangements, he's like, "No, we're going to have it on Monday." I'm like, "Damn it." Because we could have come in on Tuesday, right, and left on Tuesday and did the barbecue. So I told him when they were here for the summer party, I'm like, listen, I'll make sure we're at the barbecue this year. So that was the whole point of doing Wednesday to Wednesday, thinking that the barbecue was on Tuesday.
We're going to have to take our own chairs because it sounds like half the island's going to be there.
Yeah.
I believe we will have to.
Yeah, I sent him a message the other day. How much chicken you got?
I know, no kidding.
Start cooking it now.
Yeah. But that's how we and really, honestly, I wanted to come in right before the show and not be so wore out before the show starts. And then, get the show done, be all in good spirits, and then rest afterwards, So that was the plan. There's no easy way to do this.
I'm gonna pray.
I think we need it. We certainly need it.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you. I got to say this. Everybody's pretty much heard the announcement what MOTM's doing for next year.
Yeah, we were talking about earlier.
Talked about that earlier in the show.
We did.
What I found interesting this morning, I was tagged in a message from Key West Keys Inc., who made a comment that, kind of a, somber-ish year, knowing that this is going to be the last year for Parrot Heads. And in that stream of comments were people saying, I'm still going.
I'm still going.
We should have our own week. We should have our own MOTM week without them.
Yeah.
So that was perfect opportunity for me to start throwing, here's what we're doing next year, here's what we're doing this year, come by, blah, blah, blah. So I think next year is going to be good for us.
Good.
Well, when you called me and said, hey, man, there's this new place across the street called the Tiki House, and they want to do some kind of music festival during Meeting of the Minds. I'm like, hey, we can make that happen. Whenever you called me, I had no idea that it was going to get so big that Meeting of the Minds had to leave town.
Exactly.
They just couldn't compete with us.
I want to stress this, and I tell a lot of people, because I've had this question asked, are we taking over MOTM? And I go, I don't want that headache.
No.
We do what we do. Our goals, our mission is a lot different than what theirs were. We just like to have fun, give people an opportunity. And I think we've done that going on 6 years now.
Absolutely. And I think that people have, and I think that's why, it kind of caught us off guard, because we're kind of used to things. Last year we had some artists at the last minute change, right? So we didn't skip a beat. We just immediately come up with a new plan for this year to where we can secure artists a certain way and get different sponsors and all that kind of stuff. And boom, worked out perfectly, which I believe now that we've been doing it so long that people understand, listen, if you're going to be a part of that, make sure you're there and understand how well it's run. Because I think we've subtly put out there that there is a list, and you don't want to end up on that list and not play the event.
Yeah, don't end up on that list.
Yeah.
Or you'll be eating 50 eggs.
That's right.
Rotten eggs.
That's right.
No, we have stayed true to the very beginning of this.
Yeah.
What musicians come in, the locals, the older artists that we love to have. That it's all about the people. I always stress it's free, but take care of the musicians, take care of the charity.
That's right.
Be a part of us. Now, I will say we talked about having a photo booth, and that has kind of fell in the cracks. It wasn't Fred's fault. The girl who does that, I think of what he said yesterday. Her stuff got ripped off.
Oh, man. Oh, that's a shame.
But he does have an area that we can take photos and stuff. So people want to do that, then we're good there. But I know that's one thing we talked about. Maybe next year we can do the photo booth thing and make that happen.
Well, we talked about it about a week ago. I'm like, I hadn't heard anything about that. Is that still happening? That kind of thing. But listen, there'll be plenty of pictures. There'll be plenty of things to do. It's we'll have food there. It's free to the public. All right. You don't have to, all seats are VIP. You just need to come early to get closer to the stage.
Get the best one. Yeah, exactly.
And we were talking earlier about the announcement with Meeting of the Minds, and I made a prediction that I feel like that next year it'll be something called like a Trop Rock Week, right? The caravan will leave Gulf Shores and go all the way down to Key West. I wouldn't be surprised if the TRMA award show is not in Key West at the Key West Theater, the normal week that it is, and that kind of thing. I wouldn't be surprised if everybody jumps on board with this and makes it happen. So we'll see.
We'll see what happens. I think the biggest thing we're going to have is our SAC awards. I mean, that's
fantastic.
That trumps a lot of the other.
You're exactly right. I think that people are going to come from all over the world to be a part of the SAC Awards.
Yeah, and actually, I think the award. You look at what they give you, trop rock music and all that crap. That these guys come up with, and it's what is it? A wave looking, a little glass wave.
Yeah.
Having that sack of nuts. I'm a winner, baby.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, I mean, anybody can get a fancy little trophy, but I mean, you have a sack of nuts hanging in your house, or sitting in your house, on the people come over to the house and what is that? Oh, that's my SAC awards.
Handmade by Tim Campbell and Patty.
Put those 2 awards on a shelf.
I know.
They're gonna go, oh, nice wave. That's a cool sack.
That's a cool sack of nuts right there. Absolutely. Yeah.
You're going to get more conversation over a sack of nuts than,
Not only is it an award, it's a conversation piece.
Well, yeah. All you buddies are coming over, Saturday night, drink beer. You just bring your sack of nuts out there and put it on the bar.
Hey, like these nuts.
Yeah. What is
not
that?
To mention, how many people want to rub that thing?
Oh, yeah. Listen, keep your hands off my nuts, all right? Yeah. Where'd you get that award at? Well, let me tell you about that. Yeah.
Conversation piece there, So it trumps all the other awards, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm so excited to have those guys down. I'm just tickled to death, that things are working out the way they are. And, we talked earlier about the announcement that, and I believe flights is going to be an issue with people. And I believe the rates in Key West will be a whole lot better next year. So... but one thing I didn't think about that I saw in the comments was people talking about, well, I guess I'm going to have to choose between Fancy Fest and Meeting the Minds now. Because by moving it up that 1 week, that's the same week as Fancy Fest.
Right.
And a lot of people would come down and do, Fancy Fest and be a part of the parade.
Keep staying till the parade week.
Yeah, and then catch the boat race parade and then, leave town.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. How this all works out. If my preference would be, I'd rather see boobs out in the street than boobs up on the stage.
There you go. Well,
but you know what? I got to say this. I mean, every year our sponsors ante up to do a lot of cool things. I mean, you got Key West Realtor, you got Gypsy Travels, who with their goaltending services, Reggae Wines. MFG Recording, Tropical, Camys Grammy, Castaway Sauce Company, but a lot, those guys have stepped up big for the cameras and sponsoring our musicians. But all the swag that we get: Clemente's, Nailtini, Kaya Island Eats, Sushi Song, the Breakfast Club 2, Kermit's, who's been with us from day one.
Yep.
Yes.
John Paul, who's got more artwork
Jean
for us this year. Art Centula, more artwork. Maureen, who the second year in a row has given us money.
I know. Mo second year in a row.
Coyotes Apparel and beer. Barefoot Billy's gave us some really cool.
We need to talk a little bit about that. Tell us about that.
The Barefoot Billy's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They gave us a sunset cruise for 2 and a snorkel cruise out of this. And for 2 people, and those sell for well over $100 each.
Sure.
Actually, I think they're like $200 packages because they're like $70 or $80 per person to go on these things.
Yeah, and for those of you that don't know, of course, B-Man and Michelle have their Coastal Confessions on 104.9 Barefoot Billy's, which Barefoot Billy's has been in Key West for a long time, but now sponsors the entire radio show, or he runs the radio show. Yeah. And so, and we simulcast that show on Tiki Man Radio, which is very cool.
Yeah, and so I mean they stepped up. You got Keys Construction, of course, Barefoot Radio. You've got Gary. I mean, all the free advertisement we've been doing with those guys. I mean, that's pretty cool. You've got Gary on Saturday who's gonna come down and broadcast with you, the two of you together. So it's going to be on not only Tiki Man Radio, but Barefoot Radio that day. Yeah,
that's always fun. That's we've got a string of simulcasting together at events in Key West going on for a long time now.
That's right.
Yeah, and the last 3, Manja, Tune Designer, who I use for all my music, they've been good about helping to advertise from their standpoint. And, of course, Sean Martin, who is with Surfriders, our charity, he's bringing a bunch of Pilar swag.
Yep.
And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, in all the meetings I've had with Fred, he's got some drink specials that he's going to be using Pilar in.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice.
We're going to have hamburgers and hot dogs there like we did last year. There's no reason to go anywhere.
That's right. That's right.
Fantastic.
And got a little pizza there around the corner if you want to go over there. But there's plenty of food. There's plenty of places to sit. There's plenty of places to hang out. There's bartenders, plenty of bartenders taking your drinks. There's absolutely no reason to go anywhere else. But if you haven't been yet, this is the time to come and check it out because we'll be there in 2023 when you're going to be back in Key West.
Yes.
And, of course, Surfriders again this year, and we're donating a guitar, or we're going to raffle off a guitar. Tell us a little bit about that right quick.
Yeah, compliments of Back to the Island, if you remember who those people were.
Yes, we'd like to thank him, but we can't find him to thank him. He's not answering our phone calls.
He's incognito. He's probably around the corner. He's probably that bum that ate all my candy.
Yeah, you may be right about that. You may want to go turn him over and say, is that you, Dad? Is that you? Yeah.
Kick him 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. Thanks for the guitar, man.
Yeah, we got, again, last year we did the guitar, and that went well. We made $800 off of it wasn't a raffle, but it was silent auction.
Silent auction, yeah. And Gypsy Travel won that last year.
Yeah, she did.
She did. I was actually trying to let her know this year. I'm like, got another guitar.
That's right. That's right.
But we're doing the same thing. We put a nice design on it. It's got the logo that Green Woman did for the Songwriter Showcase. Mm-hmm. So we've got that on there. Really nice. It's got brand new strings. I mean, it's a great guitar.
Yeah.
So we're hoping to be able to make some more money off of that this year.
And the wrap itself, the wrap itself was designed by Danny Hoy, right?
Yeah, I gave her the ideas and all the stuff, and of course, we used to have Jodie Foster, not the actress,
right,
that used to work on designs for us, and she's no longer doing that. So I was like, well, if I did it, it's going to look like a little stick men on there. So I got to get a hold of Danny, and she went ahead and did the design up for us, and I told her to slap her signature on there. So we'll get all the musicians to sign it as well.
Yep.
Like we did last year, and like I said, hopefully we'll make a good profit off of that. That all goes to Surf Riders.
There you go. Yeah, and we've been partnered with them for a while, and we're looking forward to having that again. We used to have like so many, in different years, things would happen. Like one year, Mexico Beach got wiped out up above Panama City, so we raised some money for those guys. Irma came through our first year, and so we were raising money for Keys Strong. So different years, different things happen, but for the most part, we've had Surf Riders, kind of rolling along with us there.
That first year, we had 4 charities, and it damn near killed me.
Yeah, and we learned, right?
All that.
And like people tell me all this time, I can't remember the guy's name that runs the Key West Mile Zero. What's his name?
Oh, Kyle.
Yeah. Kyle. So whenever we were hanging out with whatever that guy's name, it used to be Back to the Island.
Dan.
Yeah, well, we went to the private event last year or whatever, and we were over there, and I was talking to Kyle about it, and I was like, well, we've learned a lot. That first year, we learned this, we learned not what to do, and we just keep on rolling. He says that's exactly the way professional festival people learn, is they trial and error and keep on going. The best laid plans doesn't always work out, or it sounded like a great idea at the time. But I got to tell you, every time we've made a major decision about how we were going to do the lineup or how we were going to do the show or we're going to move it or whatever, it's usually works out exactly the way I don't think we've ever made a decision like, well, we won't ever do that again. That sucks. I mean, tweaking here and there. But any kind of major change we've made, it's always worked out exactly how we had it in our head.
Oh, I think so. I think, you and I have, over the last 6 years, have taken the hard knocks of, and you and I are the worst critics of what we do.
Yeah, you are.
That's true. Yeah.
Especially when we sit around the round table at night and look at each other going, what the hell was we thinking?
Yeah. Well, that was a bunch of crap. Great. Yeah. Yeah.
Give me another bottle of that crap over there.
You got any more whiskey? Yeah. Yeah, I got whiskey. Yeah.
But, we've learned from it. Sure. We've walked away with better knowledge of how to approach the next day or how to approach the next year.
Right.
And it's worked for us, we don't really, other than I listen to you over at the cemetery in the mornings going, serenity now.
God give me strength.
It's so true.
Yeah.
And then somebody pops their head up and go, hey man, I'm trying to sleep.
Hey man, shut up, you bunch of damn drunks. Yeah. All right, sorry. Yeah.
No, we've come a long way with it, and will there be issues this year that we'll incorporate into next year? Of course.
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely. But for the most part, everything, if all of the crew that's going to be down there helping us, we're going to get started earlier that first day on Thursday, Because we got to set everything up, make sure everything's working right, hang banners. So if you want to be down there and help us out, we would certainly appreciate it. Use all the help we can. Setting up and taking down seems to be the biggest thing. And that's something we had to learn last year. We had a plan going into it with volunteers and all kinds of stuff. But the big space, right? Having that big a venue is the first time that we've had anything that big. And that changes things a little bit, right? I mean, all of a sudden we've got a place over here for people to set up their swag, and they can be over there. So we got those people over there, and you know, it's a long ways to the front of the bar, and all this is, you know, long ways to take our gear and put it somewhere. So we've had to work our way through that and learn what to do and what not to do as well.
Yeah. It's been a fun experience.
Sure.
You know, and I'm not by any means tired of it, you know, or going, God, we're doing this again, you know. I guess we take a little bit of time off, but you know, I try to approach it with a new fresh face, a new fresh look. You know, what do we've got going on? Like you said earlier, this year has seemed really. I would sit there and go, it's too easy this year. What's wrong? You know? There's something not right here. You know, have I forgotten something? And I don't want to jinx us, but at the same time, it's like I don't want to forget anything.
Yeah, I think it was Ed who called, and he's like, "Listen, man, it's awful quiet. Y'all need any help with anything?" So
we just know what we're doing. I think
it's just, it's like when we lost an artist.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, well, we'll just fill it with somebody else that's on the list, you know, and work our way. And what can we do? And if it happens the day of, well, who's ever on stage, you want to play longer, or whoever might pop in, hey, I got a hole, you want to fill it? It's just one of those things how we've magically work it.
Sure. Yeah. Well, man, we're looking forward to being down there, and I can't think, you know, I said it earlier in the show that if you call me tomorrow and says, I ain't never doing this again, I'm done with this, I'd be like, all right, me too, you know, because that's just, I wouldn't do this with anybody else for sure, because, you know.
It'll be Michelle making that call. He ain't doing this no more.
Yeah. I don't think you guys are ready to call it quits just yet.
Well, we've all been frustrated at some point in time over the years, right? Yeah. I mean, you know, it's been like, you know, this sucks or whatever, you know, but, you know, once we see it all come together, then we understand the magic behind it.
Well, and I think, look at what happened last year. I mean, frustration levels were high.
Yeah.
When they shouldn't have been. Walking away from that last year after everybody's gone, I mean, I don't want to get that anymore. It shouldn't be that environment where we're all on pins and needles.
Right.
You know, a lot of people didn't recognize it. You know, I'm sure, you know, we held our composure on certain things.
Sure.
But, you know, working behind the scenes, you know, we all were kind of like on edge on a few things, and I'm not that's not going to happen this year or in years to come. You know, we're gonna, you know, we all work together anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
But leave the drama up in Key Largo when you hit the island chain, because I don't want to hear it or see it.
That's right.
I don't want to hear or see it either. That was just a total.
Yeah.
You know,
but we learned something from that. That's
we
one
sure did.
We've learned.
Yeah.
Like, this is how we're going to handle it.
And, you know, and again, that works into, you know, coming in on Wednesday. I know it's cutting it kind of short. Now we got something to worry about. But, but you know, again, because it does take a lot. I mean, mentally, right? It's not like we're building houses or anything here, but mentally, all of the you know, the things going on behind the scenes, the sounds, you know, we've got all these cameras now, which is also a first time for us last year. There was a lot of first time things for us last year that we had to work out, and it's so much more than just sitting down and doing radio. A lot of things going on behind the scenes and stuff like that. So I think we're a little more prepared for that now. I know I am.
I think so. You know, I mean, I was just telling somebody today, you know, about how you've taken the cameras, the production of that at a whole new level, at a whole professional level of production. And that's kind of all we do.
Well,
you know, I mean, we look at everything. I mean, I don't like things half-assed.
Yeah, me either. No, it drives me crazy.
And so, you know, Do I have like extra cables of extra cables? Yeah. Do I have extra this, extra that? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but I want it to come off right. Working with you, I know it comes off right. I mean, I think we both have that. I'm not going to do it this way. It's got to get done this way and not that way. You know, this is what we're going to do. And that's what's been fun.
You know, I've had to tell people that, you know, before, you know, it's like, listen, I don't do anything half-ass. I don't care what it is. You know, I don't do anything half-ass. I just can't do it. I mean, it would drive me crazy if it's done half-ass, right? And, but yeah, and we really owe your sister a lot of that. I mean, if she hadn't taught us how to do that virtual show that year, we wouldn't be here right now. I mean, but again, go ahead.
I know we've said this story 100 times, but I can remember us talking on the telephone, and it's like, you know, I don't know. We got this. We hang up the phone. I'm like, I don't know if we got this.
Yeah, that's just, I don't know. Yeah.
It's over our head.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell we're doing. This is going to be a real shit show is what I said. It's either going to go really, really well or really, really bad, you know, and I'm not.
But having my sister on the other end, and she's like, hey guys, sound good.
Sounded
all right,
good.
we're going to count down
She's
here.
so great.
5,
they
4,
both
3,
are.
2,
They're so
1.
great.
Yeah. And of course, he would be like, you know, what we'd be having all this. It took us weeks to get ready for it. And you know, we're trying to figure out the sound on the radio and all this stuff. And he's like, I wonder what would be causing that. Let me think here, you know, and we'd be just like sitting there. Yeah. What is that? What is it?
And you and I are like, oh, what the hell's going on? It's freaking me out.
But once we got our mind, and it just stuff like that, it just clicks all of a sudden, and you figure it out, right? I mean, your mind, it wraps around exactly what's happening. Then your mind is like, wow, we can do this, we can do that, we can do this with why don't we just do this for the whole show? You know, it really goes back to those guys, man. It really does.
Well, I felt bad for my sister last year because, you know, we had talked about using them again.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, these two are always on the road doing this stuff for the business that they have.
Right.
And she got a hold of me and she goes, hey, I haven't heard from you guys. Are you doing this? I'm like, you created a monster here. We know what we're doing. Thank you. We'll call you when we need satellite.
Yeah, that's right.
Exactly.
Exactly, yeah.
But because they were saying that. They're like, you know, for $10,000, we could do satellite. We could beam you across the world, you know. And I'm like, we'll see.
Yeah, give us a couple more years here. We'll get to that. Yeah. Well,
but for them, you know, and what you've done, actually, I feel a little behind, you know, with compared to what you're doing with your shows and stuff. And of course, I have a lot of people saying, well, why don't you do it live on 104 down here?
Yeah.
I'm like, one day, possibly. We'll see. You know, until you know my trials and issues with how the studio turns out up there. So until I know people won't be fingering all my stuff that I put up there, we'll cross that bridge one day at some point.
Well, it's a lot of work. I couldn't imagine having to bring all this in every week and setting it up, right? I just can't do it. As a matter of fact, everything in this studio does not leave anymore. I mean, right down to the last cord, last piece of equipment, cameras, nothing, because I don't want to have to. We took some of it out for the summer party this year, and it was a cluster the next morning. Of course, my head was still spinning from the night before. And I'm trying to find this one connector cord, right? I'm like, this is the last time we're doing this. All right, last time.
Well, and I think at some point, I mean, I can do broadcasting, and you know, who knows how long I'll stay with 104.9. I mean,
yeah, you can always
come. I'm one of those guys where if you piss me off,
yeah,
you know, so it may be a Tiki Man Radio exclusive, and then I'll hang cameras, you know, around here, and we could do that kind of stuff here because stuff will be set up and no one will touch it.
Well, you know how I feel about that, so you know.
Oh, I do. I keep getting these postcards from you.
Yeah.
One day you'll be a part of us exclusive.
That's right. It'd be so much easier in your life.
You're like, hey, Brian, come to the dark side.
Come over here to the dark side. Yeah, absolutely.
No, man, I know how you feel.
Yeah. Well, buddy, I appreciate everything you've done and all the hard work that went into this year to get ready for this jumping off point. We can't wait to get down there. Hopefully everything will go well with the flights. And
they will. I know they will.
Yeah. I mean, one way or the other, because I've driven from Key West to here before. One way or the other, I'll be there ready to do the show on time.
Yeah, and it sucks. The drive sucks.
It does.
You're always telling me, come up there. I'm like,
the drive sucks. Yeah.
My mom, like, come to Morristown, which is above you guys. I'm like,
sure.
Mom, really?
It's 20. It's 20 hours.
Yeah, it's 20-hour drive. So
it's closer to go from here to Canada than it is to there. Yeah. Isn't that bizarre?
That is true.
And who the hell wants to go to Canada?
I know, right? It's cold up there, man.
I know.
I'm only kidding.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, we're going to let you fly. We got to get to these 12 o'clock sponsors and get on with the show. But we'll be down there Wednesday. Thank you for everything. And I can't wait to see everybody when we get down there, man. It's going to be like a big family reunion, as it always is.
Got a great year. Great event set up, and I can't wait for everybody to get down here.
All right, buddy. We'll see you Wednesday. Hopefully everything is as planned, okay?
We will see you on Wednesday.
All right, buddy.
All right.
Take care, buddy.
All right, man. See you later, man.
See ya.
Buy a house in Mount Lachey. Head down to Burt's and stay all day. Really don't need that much to do. Little fishing on a bridge and a lot of you. Gonna find the perfect cup of joe. Read a little Hemingway, don't you know? Really don't need that much to do. Little fooling around and a lot of you. Island time starts here. Sky's so blue and the water's so clear. Might be time to disappear. Island time starts here. Thinking about all the things I've done. Chasing a rainbow, following the sun. Really don't need that much to do. That all changed when I met you. I thought I saw heaven in your eyes. It's true what they say about how time flies. Really don't need that much to do. Little bit of loving and a lot of you. Island time starts here. Sky's so blue and the water's so clear. Might be time to disappear. Island time starts here. This is where island time begins. Muscadine and violins, longboards and single fins. This is where island time begins. Island time starts here. Sky's so blue and the water's so clear.
might be time to disappear. Island time starts here. Island time starts here. Island time starts here.
This hour of the show is brought to you by JBL Legends Travel, who is always one phone call away from anywhere. They're also a sponsor for Tropical Country with B-Dog and Lou on Wednesday nights between 7 and 9. JBL Legends Travel, always travel with somebody you can trust. They're one phone call away from anywhere. Reach out to them at 732-831-5200. MFG Records Tropical Division is the live cam for B-Dog and Lou every Wednesday between 7 and 9, streaming live on the YouTube. MFG Records, that stands for Music for Grown-Ups. They work with each individual artist to take them to the next level. Reach out to Beth Travers and Dave Sines today and take your music to the next level. MFG Records Tropical. Goaltending Services, our good friend Gypsy Travel, will take you out to the sandbars of the Florida Keys. It's time to get off the bar stool and try another bar, a sandbar for a change. Get to go to the places that Tiki Man Radio and the crew get to go. With GTS Services, reach out to them at 305-916-0990 and go out on a sandbar today with Goaltending Services. Our good friends, Gypsy Travel. Reach out to them today and have some fun. Tell them the Tiki Man sent you. And now, Tiki Man Radio is proud to present the JBL Legends Travel Moment with Joe Leo. Take it away, Joe.
Good morning, everybody. It's Joe Leo from the JBL Travel Group coming to you live from Aruba this week with this week's JBL Travel Minute. I had a whole different plan for today's Travel Minute. However, I received an email from Flaz. And he said, hey, Joe, how about doing an episode about important travel documents? And being over here in Aruba, a couple of things came to mind. And a couple of things I'm going to mention in here are very important for you to know. But first of all, traveling with the right travel documents is a very important topic because over 60,000 travelers have been turned away at their destination by the immigration authorities for not having proper documentation. To stay on top of these changing regulations, at JBL Legends Travel, we use what's called the IATA Travel Center website. Now, you can also use it. It's IATA, and so that's IATA Travel Center website. That's one of our certifying agencies that works with travel agents. But there's a website there that's user-friendly. You can always look at any country you want to go to. But the proper identification to leave the United States to go to any country is a passport. You must have a passport. Or in addition to that, you should also have either a national ID card or your driver's license. And again, the real ID driver's license, which we talked about a few months ago on this travel minute, is not for traveling internationally. So you can have it as a second form of ID, but you cannot travel out of the country with a real ID driver's license. People think that's going to replace the passport. It's not. That was specifically made for domestic travel. Okay? So moving on. You have to have a passport. Your passport must be valid for at least 6 months past your date of departure from the destination. So if you're going to Aruba and your passport is expiring, you have to be home from Aruba within a time limit of 6 months. Aruba happens to be one of the countries that's a little lax in that area, so they may give you that 4 or 5 month period, but in most countries, 6 months. The other thing that you need to have are health travel documents and your immigration documents. So all of the countries, Jamaica, Mexico, Aruba, they have an online form that you go on and you fill out. It's basically a health questionnaire, which also gives you, in some of the cases, the ability to buy health insurance at your destination. which we'll talk about in a couple of minutes. And it's an immigration document, so when you come into the country, they're going to be checking that when you arrive at the airport and also when you leave. And then there's also, in some countries, have what's called a travel locator form with a QR code on it. But the best thing to really do to make sure is when you are traveling out of the country, to make sure that you talk with your travel agent to see what other documents or vaccinations are required to enter those countries. Or take a look at what I said before, the IATA Travel Center, and put in all the information. I also would like to mention that it is very important that if your passport gets lost or stolen while you're in another country, you should immediately call the U.S. consulate nearest to you, and they will help you get a new passport. However, they don't know it's you. So I always tell people, make a photocopy of your passport, keep it on your phone, keep a copy in your suitcase, have a copy of your driver's license, your birth certificate, that kind of stuff, because those pieces of identification can be used at the consulate to prove who you are, and they'll help you very quickly get a replacement passport to get back into the United States. So that's just another point that I try to tell people, especially when they're traveling to like Italy and Greece and Germany and things like that. It's very, very important. I also would like to talk about a little bit about medical and travel insurance. There's two types of travel insurance. There's travel insurance for cancellation, and then there's travel insurance for medical purposes. A lot of the companies do combine them into one, where you're going to have trip cancellation, but you're also going to have $500,000 worth of emergency medical expenses, $50,000 worth of medical and dental things, $1 million or $500,000 in emergency evacuation if you need to be airlifted. These are very important, and I don't care how old you are or where you're going. This is a very minimal investment. It's based on the price of your trip and your age, but it's a minimal investment to guarantee your health. I've personally have had, and just in the last 6 months, 3 of my clients. One was in Jamaica. He was there for 2 days, went into congestive heart failure. If he had not had travel insurance, the bill there at that hospital would have been over $50,000 just for the treatment there at that hospital. I just had somebody this past week who had an incident where their blood sugar crashed, and they wound up in the hospital so that they could build up their glucose levels. They were there for 2 days, and that bill was about $30,000. So it's very important. It doesn't matter how old you are. I actually had a honeymoon couple go. They were in Jamaica, and the husband was playing volleyball on the beach, face planted into the sand, and wound up cracking one of his ribs. And wound up going to the hospital. They had x-rays taken and that kind of stuff. I got a text from the wife in the middle of the night. Hey, does my insurance cover medical? And yes, it does. And they took care of his x-rays and stuff. But 95% of the insurance companies have an app that you can put on your phone where it has your policy number, your ID card, all the details, and most of them have an 800 number for a 24-hour emergency concierge service if you need that while traveling. There's not a lot that I can do from this end, and that's kind of between you and the insurance company. But my clients are always welcome to call me or text me anytime. But that's what those insurance companies do. So that's another thing I want to mention when we talk about important travel documents. So it's your passport, it's your immigration forms, and your insurance. And like I said, if your passport is lost or stolen, it's always good to have copies of your passport, your driver's license, your birth certificate, somewhere in your suitcase or on your phone, or even at home with a relative, so that if you need them, they can text them to you or email them to you, so you can easily get to the nearest consulate to get a replacement passport to get out of there. You're going to need to fill out the DS-11 for the passport forms, and then you're going to have to sign a statement with the government that says that your passport was lost or stolen. But I hope that answers a lot of questions about important travel documents, and I look forward to seeing you all real soon. This is Joe Leo, the JBL Legends Travel Group, with this week's Travel Minute. Have a great day.
Thanks, Joe. Always travel with someone you trust. JBL Legends Travel and Joe Leo. Reach out to him at 732-831-5200. The official travel company of Tiki Man Radio.
Actor who played the original Beetlejuice is returning, but also
Michael
Keaton.
Yeah.
But he's going to be joined by Johnny Depp in the second one.
Oh.
Hey, I got some big news.
Big news.
What's the big news?
Big news. You know, on Sundays at noon, after a big Saturday, the new rankings come out.
Uh-oh.
So,
wait a minute. Hold on a second. Let's see here. All right, I'm ready now.
All right, so here is the shocker.
The shocker. There's a shocker this week.
Even after a victory,
yes,
the Georgia Bulldogs have fell from number 1 to number 3.
How the hell is that possible?
Because I guess of the quality of play, I do not know. But with that being said,
yes,
there is a new number 1 team in the land, and that would be the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Oh.
And the new number 2 team in the nation would be your Tennessee Volunteers. They are number 2.
I don't understand how Georgia fell to number 3. Where's Alabama at?
Number 6.
Because they didn't play. They're idle.
Yes, they are number 6. Number 4 would be that team up north that I'm not allowed to say the name, and then rounds out. Then the top 5 would be the Clemson Tigers. So, but yes.
Why are we allowed to say number 4?
Yeah.
So,
who's number 4?
That team up north.
Team up north.
Yeah. If you're from Ohio, you know who the team up north is.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not from Ohio.
They'd be called the Wolverines. Let's just say. But I ain't allowed to say that word.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's during football season. We do not say, that state.
Oh, okay.
All right. I see.
So Tennessee is number 3.
2.
Number 2.
They are now number 2 in the land.
Number 2 in the land.
Yes.
Y'all hear banjos in your head now?
So, but yes, evidently the voters was not impressed with Georgia's play last night.
Who did play last night? I don't keep up with them. I will next week, but
of course you will next week. They're playing your team.
Well, I mean, I just don't watch Georgia play football, and I probably should, considering the matchup that's coming next week. I was more worried about Alabama. I wasn't so worried about Kentucky. Everybody told me not to, Kentucky's going to beat us and all that stuff. I wasn't worried about them. I was worried about Alabama because they cheat. Alabama cheats, right? And they always, at the very end, they always, they just give them the ball and say, here, you can have it, and they win or whatever, So, but they're able to cheat when you have 17 penalties in a game.
Yeah.
They cheated themselves.
Yeah. Well, the Bulldogs played the Florida Gators yesterday. They won 42-20, but evidently the voters was not impressed with the victory.
Oh, okay. Florida, yeah. Okay. Florida's been playing sloppy this year.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for you Florida fans, but they have. Same as Alabama. I thought they were a sloppy team. 3 or 4 games before they played Tennessee, I'm like, this is not the same team that usually comes out and just beats everybody's ass.
Which it's funny because when you look at the rankings, Alabama's sitting there at 7-1.
Yeah.
Yet they are ranked higher than the 8-0 TCU Horned Frogs.
Well, it's got a lot to do with history.
Yeah, I guess.
They have won a lot of games.
We're going to judge you on your past accomplishments, not your current.
I believe LSU. I believe LSU is going to beat Alabama.
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
We will see.
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
I hope not. Good Lord. Have a sucky season.
So, we tried to get Rick the Stick and them on the video.
Well, Patty just said, we are back, stopped for a potty test.
A potty test.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but...
Well, Rick sent me a message, said that his phone, it kept saying that Chrome is not supported by iOS. So, I don't know.
That's BS. I've got it on my phone.
I don't know.
We have iOS, so I don't know.
Yeah, we've all got Apple phones and we got Chrome on it, so that's just not...
Chrome actually has an app. Don't try to download
they have Safari
the Chrome app.
or something?
Yeah, they do have Safari. I told them to give it a try. So.
Yeah.
I just put it in Safari.
Yeah,
when
just
I
put it
try
in Safari, and it should
I
work.
do it on Safari. It works.
Let me see. Let me see. I went on ahead and clicked out of it a minute ago, so and kind of give up on those guys, but they can try it if they're there. Let me see here. There we go. Boom, boom. So if they want to try,
we all here.
We're all here. Where are you?
Yeah, we're all here. I mean, listen. Don't make me go down there. It's like, my phone don't have that on it. My phone, I can't, God bless him, but he has a hard time checking his own email. Okay, I'm just telling you. It is what it is.
Well, it's hard to do shit when you have one eye.
I understand that. But when we started this adventure, I swear to God he had two. But it is what it is.
Hey, Dave Freeman checking in. Hey, Dave
Freeman, good morning to you, brother. Yeah.
All right.
What's he saying?
Oh, he's commenting on football. He goes, strength of schedule. Ohio State whooped Penn State, who was ranked. Tennessee beat a good Kentucky team, and UGA didn't really whip Florida enough to compared to what Ohio State and Tennessee has done this year.
Must have been a boring game.
Georgia didn't stack up, I guess. So.
Yeah, it must have been a boring game. Well, that's surprising because I feel like traditional SEC teams that Georgia's probably the strongest team right now. So
yeah,
and again, I'm not putting down Ohio State, okay, but y'all haven't played a lot of top ranked teams this year.
Sure, we have.
I knew this was going down there. All right, let's say you played 3.
Well, let's just put it this way: when you look at the top 4, there are 2 SEC teams and there are 2 Big Ten teams. So, hey.
Is the Big Ten still Big Ten?
No, it's like the Big 24 now, but
Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, there's teams playing you guys that I don't even.
It's kind of like the SEC. It's as big as the SEC. They've now had to break it into 2 divisions, just like the SEC did. So, but hey, Joe Leo's out there as well.
Oh, he's from Aruba.
Aruba.
Hey, that was a good
JBL Legends
travel moment. Important documents that Flaz requested. I don't know if you caught that at the beginning of that.
That's right.
And that's always good to know. Things to travel with. What happens if you do lose your passport, right?
Mm-hmm.
He suggests that you make a copy of it and carry it with you, because if you go to the U.S. consulate and say, I lost my passport, they're like, who are you? Now you got to prove. It's kind of like when somebody steals your Facebook, right? Now you have to prove to Facebook that you're the actual guy.
Rick the Stick says, this bus is hurting. You know, the one I keep getting thrown under?
Well, Rick, I swear to God, all you got to do is click on the link, and just open it. And if it says it's not supported, open it in Safari.
There you go.
Yeah, do it in Safari.
That's all you got to do. I swear. It's that simple, But if you do, let me know. We'll just kind of keep on rolling here.
Oh, so Uncle Alex has a new drink.
Oh, a new drink.
Patty says she's drinking Uncle Alex's iced tea, which is better than his Bloody Mary, if you can believe that.
Now, Patty, listen.
No, I do drink iced tea.
Everything in moderation, sugar.
I know.
Pace yourself.
You're going to get drunk and you ain't even there yet. All right?
I know.
Come on now. You know how you are. We all know you never been drunk once, not twice, not 4 or 5 times, right?
Yeah, we well over 4 or 5.
B-Dog, Dan Ware says, go blue.
I can't say them. I can't say it. I can't. Yeah.
He caught on to that real quick.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
So when he was talking with B-Man on there, he was talking about all the sponsors and everything that you got going on. Yeah. Camys, Grammys announced that she will be bringing some swag with her as well.
Flamingos.
Yes.
Flamingo.
Everybody needs a flamingo in their yard.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I can't wait to actually meet her and hang out with her. And we're so excited to get down to Key West and have all of our sponsors. And, 90% of the sponsors, the big sponsors, are Tiki Man Radio sponsors already. So we really appreciate them stepping up and making it happen. We couldn't do it without the sponsors. All the swag, all the things we have to buy, the cameras, the equipment, everything we need to travel with, all that stuff, we couldn't do it without our sponsors for sure.
Right.
So speaking of Camys Grammys, here we go.
Are you looking for signs for your backyard?
Wait a minute.
Tiki bar? Maybe you just want a pink flamingo in your yard. Well, let me tell you about Camys Grammys. That's what they do. Camys Grammys is just a beachy...
All right, we're going to start that all over again. Let's see here. Let's go back here. Let's go back. There we go.
Are you looking for signs for your backyard oasis? Maybe for your tiki bar? Or maybe you just want a pink flamingo in your yard. Well, let me tell you about Camys Grammys. That's what they do. Camys Grammys is just a beachy flamingo-loving girl from Wisconsin who's landlocked in Missouri and crazy about sun. Go over to TikiManRadio.com and click on the Camys Grammys logo and reach out to her. They custom fit signs to your order, made right here in the USA. That's Camys Grammys. Everybody needs a pink flamingo in their yard. We all know that old age desire of chucking it all and running away to paradise, right? What if you did that when life threw you a painful curveball, only to discover that the biggest surprise waiting for you within the change was yourself? In the brand new hilarious book, Seedy Places by R.B. Kunk, we meet Nick Skolansky, who winds up in Key West. While there, he steps outside his comfort zone, which is what we should all do. Make unexpected friends and learns how to see life, people, and himself in a whole new light. The book is equally a story of Key West's effect on you and the story about friendship. Hopefully, as you read this story of change and discovery, you'll also laugh, reminisce on great times you've had, and be inspired to take a chance on a dream. Everyone has a special place they escape to when they want to get away. Maybe like Nick, you will discover a brand new you. The brand new book, Seedy Places by R.B. Kunk, is now available on Amazon. You can go over to TikiManRadio.com and click on the book cover and order yours today. Escape to paradise and find a brand new you in Seedy Places with R.B. Kunk. Now available on Amazon. Keep listening to Tiki Man Radio, TikiManRadio.com, your coastal Americana radio station, and escape to paradise every day.
He's had a sunshine smile ever since she left St. Louis. A little taste of freedom. Now the girl's gone wild. Dropped the top and never stopped to see Miami. She's gonna go the distance. She's gonna go in style. Tell all the boys in town they better get ready. She'll be making the crawl down Duval Street tonight. She's got the seat laid back, just soaking up the sun. Yeah, she got the top down, heading down US 1. She got the top down, heading down US 1. A little landlocked girl who's never even seen the ocean. That clear green water makes it all worthwhile. She heard those Key West bars get a little bit rowdy. Yeah, she'll know for certain in 100 miles. Tell all the boys in town they better get ready. She'll party on Mallory Pier when the sun goes down. She's got her hair pulled back, just soaking up the sun. Yeah, she got the top down, heading down US 1. She got the top down, heading down US 1. A drink at the Lorelei, hitting on a cute guy, wants to take her out tonight. But she wants to keep on moving down that highway in the sun. Sea cruise, more booze, a little bite at Babaloo's. Oh, now she's feeling right. Getting there slow is half the fun. She got her hair pulled back, just soaking up the sun. Yeah, she got the top down, heading down US 1. She got the top down, heading down US 1. Now there's some beautiful water all along that narrow highway. She can't keep from dreaming as she rolls along. And the numbers on the mileage sign get a little bit smaller. She's got the radio blasting a funky island song. Tell all the boys in town they better get ready. She'll be walking tall down Duval Street tonight. She's got the seat laid back, they're soaking up the sun. Yeah, she got the top down, heading down US 1. She got the top down, heading down US
1. Hey everybody out there, this is Danny Hoy, the world famous Danny Hoy. And when I listen to Tiki Man Radio, I think it makes me a better human being.
Party with some good friends, we're a big family. Party all night, they like the music same as me. In the lower latitudes or at the nearest bar, it really doesn't matter 'cause you can't miss who we are. When we're out to party and the feeling is right, someone shouts these words and we all reply. What time is it? It's time for a team drink. No matter what time it is, it's time to get down. So when you hear what time is it, it's time for a team drink. You'll know the music and the party and the Parrotheads are back in town. By the water, on the water, we can be found where you don't drink the water or in your local town. Trop rock music is what we like to hear. No matter where you find us, there'll be lots of rum and beer. When you see our fins up or we form a conga line, someone squawks these words and we roar back this line. What time is it? It's time for a team drink. No matter what time it is, we're gonna party down. So when you hear what time is it, it's time for a team drink. You'll know the music and the party and the Parrotheads are back in town. And we don't mean any harm. We like to party with a purpose, like to watch the sun go down. Work hard, play hard, living life with lust. Yo ho, a pirate's life for us. When we get together, celebrate life and its treasures. Someone hollers out and we reply with pleasure. What time is it? It's time for a team drink. It's 5 o'clock right now. The crowd is going wild.
town. That's right.
You'll know the music and the party and the parrotheads are back in town.
Mr. Sam Rainwater, who is on standby, by the way, just in case somebody, if somebody all of a sudden can't make it. Sam Rainwater is going to be in Key West all week long. Sent me a message, say, I can be there in 5 minutes. I'm like, okay, fine. All right, I believe we got this crazy crew, that couldn't do it. Let's see here if I can get over here to the, see if we can you guys hear us?
Yeah.
See, I told you it could be done. I knew it could be done.
There you are.
You can do it.
You can do it. I know. Now,
look at Alex with the eyeball.
Now, Patty is in her spot. She's in the back seat and she's drinking. All right. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah.
Are you familiar with that?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, we are.
That would be a booze cruise.
We're about 5 minutes away from Robbie's.
Oh, okay. Robbie's. You go stop in at Robbie's? Are you there?
Oh, no.
The boss says yep.
Okay. A little delayed reaction there,
Just a little bit.
Yeah. We're lucky we're getting what we get, I'll be honest with you.
Delay in there somewhere.
Yeah. All right. So Robbie's, man,
Absolutely.
You guys are making good time. Can you hear me?
We left at 10:30. So.
Oh, okay. 10:30. All right.
There's about a 6-second delay.
I think so. Yeah. Patty, what you drinking?
Tea. Uncle Alex says bloody iced tea.
Bloody iced tea.
Bloody iced tea.
Well, it sounds better than what B-Dog was drinking out
Oh,
there.
my gosh.
Yeah.
I have it right here.
That tastes like ass.
It's supposed to be a healthy Coke.
And it's not even close.
Yeah.
Mine is a healthy Coke, which is San Pellegrino and balsamic vinegar, and it makes it look like a Coke.
That's as close as you get.
And then B-Dog said, no, it don't taste like a Coke. I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good.
It's nasty. I can smell it from over here, and,
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds more like a douche.
Now that's just gross.
That's right.
I have no clue what's in this iced tea, but I recommend it for everybody.
I bet you do.
Oh, man.
Hey, we're just passengers on this wild ride.
Yeah. Well, how's your eye? Can you see out of both of them?
Yeah, I can. I'm not a swift driver. I got my other eye. Alex gave it to me.
There you go.
I have his other eye.
Oh my gosh, how funny is that?
That's perfect.
Classic.
Yeah, it is
We've
classic.
been treated well by Uncle Alex, let me say.
Yeah.
Well, I miss Uncle Alex.
Yeah, it's been a minute since we've seen him up here. I'll tell you something, Alex. Last night I was in the refrigerator here behind the chocolate bar, and I opened it up, and 2 of the lemons that you left the last time you were here were in there, right? And of course,
oh my gosh.
they had turned into apple cores, and I was like, what the hell? I got to clean this out. Alex can be like, this is like it was when I left.
The celery get up and walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah, the celery got thrown away.
Shout out.
Okay.
I need to say hi to Michelle Myers in the hot tub. And wait till you drink some of this iced tea. Stay away from laptop.
Well, there you go.
I think Patty's already drunk.
She knows.
No.
Yeah, she knows no moderation. Yeah. All right, guys.
Hey,
Well,
at least you're not driving with her behind you, Danny.
I know. That was different. But anyway.
Hey, watch out for that coffee being spilled on the bushes.
Yeah, I know. We killed all the bushes at that place where we stopped at because
That
of the
coffee was terrible.
Coffee was nasty. All right. Well, you guys be careful. We will see you guys Wednesday. Hopefully, everything will be fine, and with the flights and all that stuff, we'll be in Wednesday afternoon. Okay.
All right. We'll tell them to wait for your luggage in Dallas.
I know,
no
right?
kidding.
All right. You guys be safe. We love you guys. We'll see you soon. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Bye-bye. There they go, rolling down the Highway 1 there. Let me go back over here to, where are we at? There we go. There we go. So at least we got it to work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
That's awesome.
That is cool. Yeah, there we go. But let's see here, 12:43. I think we've got all of our sponsors taken care of. We just want to say thank you so much to all of our sponsors because without your help and your support, obviously all of this couldn't be made possible. So thank you so much for that. And for all of our sponsors down in Key West, for the Tiki Man Radio Songwriters Showcase Key West Bound, the 6th annual one that kicks off Thursday at 11 o'clock and goes to Saturday. All right. We can't wait to get down there. And, we're going to be doing the Sunday show from the Beachy Shell Hideaway on the following Sunday.
That's going to be awesome.
And, of course, a quick update on the weekly lineup here. Of course, we're going to have no Island Vibes on Thursday, no Gin Shin on Friday, and no Jukebox Saturday. I didn't mention that earlier because we'll be down in Key West.
So we won't be able to switch it over.
Yeah, that's right. And
but we will have Tropical Country on Wednesday.
Tropical Country will be Dog and Lou will be here.
We will
right.
be here.
Tyler's not doing his show either, the Key West Connection show on Wednesday.
Right, because so you're just going to have to roll with the radio station.
That's right. We'll pick back up when we come back. We'll be rolling into the holidays when we come back, and got a lot of fun videos and things we'll be playing for the holidays when we get back. So that'll be fun. But and what are you guys doing on the big show again?
We're just going to hang out and have fun and talk about y'all down in Key West.
That'll be funny.
Okay.
Play some music for you guys. So.
Well,
yes.
good. Maybe we can pop in on your show or something from down there.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do that.
Absolutely.
It all depends.
That'd be cool to have everybody chime in there. We'll have the melon up and open and ready to go.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're looking forward to being down there and seeing everybody. I'm just hope everybody has safe travels down there. What's the update on Verona? Is she still drunk at the bar?
No, she is in the air now.
Oh, okay.
They are in the air. So she is flying on her way.
Nice. Is she flying directly into Key West, or she got to go to Atlanta?
She's going to Atlanta.
Oh, my gosh.
Atlanta first.
That'll be all right. I mean, I wasn't too worried about Atlanta airport. It's everywhere else. Like last time, Charlotte.
Yeah.
And the minute when I realized it was Charlotte, I was like, this sucks.
Well, Atlanta was fogged in there for a while as well, so I haven't seen an update from Larice, so I'm assuming they may be in the air. I don't know.
Yeah. I was hoping Larice and them were there last night when that craziness was going on with the ambassador and the parade.
No, they were they're flying today, so they're probably, I don't know if they're there yet or not.
Well, hopefully they're on the plane because I'm going to talk about his fishing lures.
Yeah. I know exactly why he wanted us to. He brought over this bag and said his fishing lures weren't going to fit in the suitcase.
Yeah. So this
now I know why.
Yeah, this started like Wednesday. We're like, hey, man, can I put something in your suitcase? It's just some fishing lures or whatever, And I was like, sure, yeah. I'm thinking, why in the hell can't you put it in your bag? But I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. If you need me to, I'll do that. So then he leaves them on the doorstep last night because we were out.
Right.
Had to go get our toes did yesterday.
Oh,
yes,
absolutely.
Had to go get our toes did for Key West. You got to do that.
Yeah.
Right? There we go. Got our toes did. Anyway, so.
I tried to talk him into that highlighter yellow nail polish, but he wouldn't do it.
No, not doing that. Anyway, so we went and did that. We come back, and then the fishing lures are on the front porch in between the door there. And pick it up, man. It weighs about 6 pounds.
Okay.
Now I know why, because there's a weight limit to your suitcase, and that's why he wanted us to put it in ours.
But now there's a weight limit on our suitcase. And I'm thinking, there's fishing lures down there.
I don't say they are chartering, right?
Yes.
That should be all taken care of.
I'm going to have to call him about that. I'm like, listen, this
ain't going to happen. We're not putting these fishing lures in the suitcase because it's 6 pounds and we've got equipment and all kinds of stuff. You know, we've got to put our stuff in.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah, I know. It stinks, but...
Now, what is this concoction that you just made? That
it is nasty. It looks like
B-Man or not B-Man, but B-Dog and Katie both were throwing up outside.
Yeah.
So what's going on?
My God.
So it looks like a Coca-Cola, right?
That's it. It looks.
Yeah.
It looks
can be deceiving.
It does not smell nor taste like a Coca-Cola.
Now, what's in this concoction?
So it's San Pellegrino.
What the hell is that? Sand pepper? What?
It's sparkling water, mineral water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't you just say mineral water?
But it's that brand. San Pellegrino is the brand.
Oh, okay. Sounds fancy, but it's water.
It is fancy. It's Italian. San Pellegrino water. And then you put a double shot. I actually didn't put a double shot. I only put like a shot and a half of balsamic vinegar. And it's supposed to be a healthy Coke.
And it tastes just like vinegar.
Yeah.
Straight ass vinegar.
Well, I think it was good. I thought it was pretty good.
This part of the show is brought to you by Astrink. Yes.
There you go.
Well, I'm sitting here drinking it, so I think it's pretty.
My sinuses have opened.
To me,
just the aroma over here.
To me, it tastes like a kombucha. It tastes just like a kombucha to me.
That sounds nasty.
Yeah. Why would you torture yourself?
I know. Why? I mean...
Well, it's because it's a healthy Coke.
Well, I love that. You know, they're all time coming up with this stuff like, do you really love this? Like, let's just say a Dr. Pepper. Do you love Dr. Pepper? Well, let me show you how you can make that at home, right?
Right.
Why the hell don't you just go get a Dr. Pepper, is what I got to say.
Well, it's a healthy version of it.
That I don't even know how, other than the looks, I don't even know how you could call that even a Coke. No.
Well, it does not taste like a Coke. Like Dr. Stephen Gundry.
That's
on
right,
his
Rick. You're pickling you're pickling your insides.
Yeah,
you're pickling something.
Yeah, you're pickling something.
So I watched it on YouTube, and I'm like, I've got both of those ingredients here at home because I also drink San Pellegrino. But I was like, I've got those ingredients. I need to try that. And, I thought I'd try it with B-Dog here because he likes soda. And I don't drink soda anymore.
Yeah, but
and I thought, hey, let's give it a whirl.
One thing I know about B-Dog is he don't venture off too far from what he's used to, right?
That's right.
You know, if he goes
I'm a creature of habit.
He goes to McDonald's or even the Crystal or whatever, he's going to get number 3 or whatever his thing is, that's why he's there to eat it, right?
That's right.
He's not going to venture off over here and do this other craziness, and he sure as hell ain't going to drink that again.
It was worth a try. You know, it definitely doesn't
Maybe it was
taste
worth
like
it to you.
What a waste of good salad dressing.
I still got like...
That's horrible.
Not even Beach Buddha coffee can wash that crap away.
Oh, come on.
Man.
Now.
Wow. Boom.
Ooh, I got a burp because of the vinegar.
Well,
and the bubbles.
Yeah,
the bubbles.
Don't drink that stuff and don't cross the river while you're doing it. You'll probably fall down. Right?
There's a little girl out lying on her own. She's got a broken heart. She's not the kind to take you down for long. She knows and plays it smart.
Take a trip back in time with Jukebox Saturday mornings. Every Saturday, starting when you get up, Buttercup. Tiki Man Radio opens up the massive archives of the radio station and takes you back to that old shaggy music. Jukebox Saturdays, only on Tiki Man Radio.
Sound too crude by putting down your Evan Rude, but lately I'm the envy of the lake. And them Mercury boys, they had their shot, now they all want the one I got, and that jealousy is more than they can take. Cause when I pull up, the girls all grin, they love to watch me putting it in. You ought to see that smile on my face as I crank her up and say, y'all jump on, give a little gas, and then we're gone, and I'm leaving all you others in my wake. Ever since I got my Johnson, I've been showing it off out in the hot sun. And I swear I turned the head of everyone. Out on the water having too much fun. Now all the fellers wish they had one. When the girls see it, they say, damn son, this feeling's better than a home run. They're going nuts about my Johnson. Well, my competition ain't even stiff. Got a whole lot of horse for a little old skiff, and that rooster tail sends shivers up their spine. They churn a little water with their inline fours. Me, I churn a whole lot more. It's driving all them Honda boys out of their minds. Cause the jaws all drop when I cruise by, and them girls start waving, and the fellas just cry. There ain't much else I can do but wave goodbye. So better hang on tight when I'm hitting the gas, cause wherever I'm going, I'm getting there fast. Throttle to the bottom and I'm leaving them all behind. Ever since I got my Johnson, I've been showing it off out in the hot sun. And I swear I turned the head of everyone. Out on the water having too much fun. Now all the fellers wish they had one. When the girls see it, they say, damn son, this feeling's better than a home run. They're going nuts about my Johnson. I knock them out like a home run. Now everybody loves my guitar solo.
Now bass, not no bass. It so sucks. Go play it, bass boy. No, ain't no didgeridoo. It sounds like this. What?
Southern Drawl Band, and of course Mike Nash will be part of the showcase if you didn't get that update.
I know. Have you been following him on Facebook?
Oh, well, I know they've been over in Greece because that's where I finally got a message to him.
But they went to Northern Africa and went to Egypt.
Oh, yeah.
And they
Yes,
were at the base of the pyramids, and it was just absolutely...
I did see him on a camel somewhere.
Did you see him on a camel?
Yeah.
I saw him on the base of the pyramids, and he wrote a long post about what really great travels they'd had, and
it was very cool.
It was very cool, yeah, and about the people, and all.
He's going to be all rested up by the time he gets to Key West. He's like, man, I tell you, I've been riding camels across Egypt. Yeah,
that's so cool.
Yeah, it's so cool that they're doing
It's on my
that.
bucket list to go, and it was on their bucket list. So one day I'm going to get there. So.
And Mike has been invited to play the Tiki Bar Summer Party in 2024. All right.
Oh, wow.
Oh, fantastic.
He just lives right up the road here in Knoxville, Tennessee.
That's going to be awesome. This year's going to be awesome, too, the Jonas Lawrence Band.
Absolutely.
Big Tennessee Vols fan. That's right. That's right. So,
well, looking at the Facebook here, Tim Campbell's having a hard time making some decisions.
Oh, that's too funny.
Oh, the SAC Awards?
Well, yeah. What to wear. He's trying to decide between the black or the red tuxedo T-shirt.
Oh, well.
So he said he may be modeling them later, so I don't know if he's going to take votes or just
I'm
wear
mad
them
at
both.
myself because I forgot about that, and I could have bought them on Amazon to go. I can still do
You can
it
have them shipped
and
down there.
ship down there
you
to
go.
B-Man's
You
house.
got to wear your tuxedo T-shirt
you need
for
to do
a
that. You do that
prestigious
today.
award show.
Absolutely.
I think we need to do that today and have it shipped to
I tell
B-Man's
you what,
house.
my life is totally different because when I didn't realize, because we were up for awards for TRMA that we're not up for a sack of nuts. It's like, well, you're not eligible for a sack of nuts. I mean, what? I've really come that far now that I'm not eligible for a sack of nuts. But okay, it is what it is, But,
oh, that's awesome.
all right, so we got any last minute things before we get out of here? Everybody traveling down, be safe. We will definitely see everybody soon. We'll be, if everything goes well, right, and we don't get screwed by the airplanes, and we're doing Delta this year, not AmericanAirlinesSucks.com. Don't do that. Don't do that, okay? So we're flying Delta. I never had a problem with Delta flying into Key West, but...
There's always that time.
Yeah.
There's always one time.
We never got an update from that guy or anybody about the airport itself. Is it changed? Because they were working on
I
the
don't think
airport.
it's changed yet. I saw on the reason I don't think it's changed is I saw Z&G's post today of them getting off, the plane, and it still looks the same. Like you're getting off on the tarmac.
Okay.
So you're not going in tunnels, through the,
Right. Okay.
straight to the airport. So I don't believe it's changed yet at all.
Yeah, I don't either because I haven't heard anybody complaining.
No.
Which is usually the sign,
Yeah,
but,
that's usually the sign.
But let's see here. All right, well, it's about time for us to get on out here. Just remember now, we're going to be broadcasting from Thursday through Saturday, really Sunday, counting the Sunday show if my voice is still there.
Yeah.
But Thursday through Saturday is the Tiki Man Radio Songwriters Showcase Key West bound. It is here. We're all making our way down there. Everybody migrating down to Key West for the big party. And we can't wait to see everybody. Everybody have a safe travels, and all the regular programming, with the exception of B-Dog and Lou on Wednesday night, will return the following week. Hopefully, we'll all return the following week. What could possibly go wrong? If we get some of Alex's tea, there's no telling what could happen. But anyway.
I know.
All right, but it's about time for us to get on out of here and get on with your day. Start your day the positive way with Island Vibes, for God's sakes, Get some positivity in your life. Get that negativity out of your life. You can be able to stream and watch the Tiki Man Radio Songwriters Showcase Key West bound on the YouTube channel. Be streaming on the cameras there so you can get to see what's going on if you can't make it down to Key West. Make sure you like the video, share it, tell everybody about it, subscribe to the YouTube, and we'll see everybody down in Key West. And next week, we'll be coming to you live from the Beachy Shell Hideaway. See you then.
See ya.
So long, my friends, farewell, goodbye. I'd love to stay and play and sing for a while, but it's time to hit the road. Say goodbye, so long, farewell, bye-bye. Andy!
Goodbye to my friends, I'm glad you were here. It's time for us to go and get another beer. I like to see your smiling faces again, so goodbye, my friends, bye-bye.
Thank you for the open invitation. Your kind of loss and adulation. But look at the time, oh Lord, we gotta fly. So long, farewell, baby, bye-bye.
All right, kid.
Hey there now, friends, it's time to go. But we'll return and do another show.
That's right.
When we come back, drop in and say hi. So long, farewell, bye-bye.
So long, everybody. Have a fantastic day, and we'll see you down in Key West. Tuesday on the Island Replay coming up next, right here on Tiki Man Radio.
Live from Key West.